It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
Any other medium have to be nice. We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Oh, it's brown. Oh, it's brown. Smell. Oh, yeah.
This is where entertainment is going.
Wow. So you've been stabbed once and shot twice.
No, I've been stabbed twice. Shot twice.
Yeah. Who's the common denominator in all these problems?
Opie and Anthony.
You have to lick a swath of the icing off so that bag shows through where icing was. It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Get the show off the road. Back in the studio.
Oh, my God.
Wow, that was a long weekend.
Was it a weekend?
I don't know what that was.
Was it?
I don't know what that was. It was a lot of fun. I'll tell you that.
I guess we had yesterday off.
No.
But that was a travel day to get back to New York so we could do the radio show today.
To me, 6 hours in traffic isn't an off day.
You had 6 hours with
Oh,
traffic?
it was ridiculous. Well, Keith drove. I just kind of tried to sleep in the back. And then I popped in some movies. And we were like, it had to be 50 miles outside of New York. And I'm like, you know something? I'm going to pop in X-Men. By the time it's over, I'll be home. Watch the entire movie. Not home yet.
Not even close, right?
No. Still like going through parts of New York. And it just amazing the traffic you get on a Sunday like that.
I got my crew up early. I'm like, no way are we dealing with this I-95 traffic crap on a Sunday.
But it is.
So I was like, we didn't sleep in, and we got out of there. And it still took 4 hours for us. So.
I had to sleep in. That was actually I didn't even check out. Didn't even slink out of the hotel until 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh my God!
Got out just as the get the F out of there guy was knocking on all the doors.
Right.
And we kind of just slipped out. And
it's funny, they have patience for a while, and then eventually it's like, get the F out.
When the phone rings, you don't answer it. You're just throwing crap in your bag, trying to pack and get out of there.
Oh no, they're on time.
That was pretty much it.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Oh, before we go any further, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Imus.
Really?
Happy birthday to you. The I-Man is being reported on the news. 67 years old.
Yikes.
You think they're lying about his age?
Nah, that's about right.
No.
67?
That's about
Leading
right.
off a zero.
Yeah.
Well, good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yes.
Of course, we're talking about our trip back from Mansfield, Massachusetts.
Yep.
Nowhere's near Boston, Massachusetts. Southwest of Boston.
Yeah.
Because the mayor's still holding a grudge up there for some reason, 10 years later.
Won't let us have a show in Boston proper.
He's had some issues in the last 10 years.
As far as he has.
And people had to kind of look the other way and go, okay, you're still our mayor.
Yeah.
We forgive you. But for some reason, he doesn't want to ever forgive us.
Yeah, don't let Opie and Anthony back in, but, so big metal plates fall on cars and kill people.
We forgive you.
Their big dig.
You could still be the mayor.
Yeah.
So.
All kinds of corruption and money going places for this big dig, way over budget, things like that. But you're all right. Just make sure O&A don't come back for a road show.
I like that Mansfield, though. I don't like Mansfield itself. I like the Tweeter Center in Mansfield. That's a great place to do a show, and the comedy show was amazing on Saturday night.
Mansfield could be the worst town in the country.
There's nowhere to go. I got up early yesterday. I'm like, I just want to get something to eat, some papers. I'm just traveling down.
There's nothing there.
I went left. I went right. I went everywhere.
Here's how stupid I am. I'm going, wow, the Tweeter Center. I go, this place looks just like Great Woods.
It used to be great.
I had no idea.
I'm just doing that for the radio audience.
I know. I had no idea.
Yeah, we did 1 million shows.
A million shows we were there for.
We did Rage Against the Machine.
I had no clue.
We could name 1 million shows. The River Raves over the years.
I'm walking around going, yeah, boy, there was a place like this. I think it was called Great Woods. It looks very similar. What a tool.
They're changing the names of everything. Did you see on the way home through Providence that one of the arenas there is called the Dunkin' Donuts Center, and they're using the awful Dunkin' Donuts colors?
Ew.
Hey, they might be a great company, but those colors are just awful. And it's all over the arena.
They're just meant for donuts.
Yeah, it just doesn't look right.
On an arena. We stopped in Rhode Island there and stopped at a Denny's to get something really quick and get out of there. And just... well, there's a big lesbian population.
Oh, Rhode Island's very gay. You didn't know that?
Oh, no, I knew that.
Rhode Island?
But it was,
Huh.
Wow. Because it was just...
maybe the WNBA was in town or something.
Maybe
that's what was going on.
It was just big, burly lesbians. Not lipstick lesbians. Big, burly lesbians coming in and ordering their, Grand Slam. Give me a Grand Slam.
With extra tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, the show is just a massive success. Everyone had a great time.
Oh, man.
The feedback I got, the emails, blah, blah, blah. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the Village was really cool.
Yeah, the Village was really good this time around, the One Village. We're starting to get that in shape, which is nice, considering the tour's half over for this summer. We got 4 more to go.
Yeah. The Mass people, though. People from Massachusetts, people that came from Boston, everything. Hardcore fans. So good to get up there and actually see it. We hear it on the phones and see it in the emails and stuff like that, but to get up there and actually see how cool these people are with the show, it's amazing. Just amazing.
No, it's weird, too, because Boston, for the most part, doesn't like New Yorkers.
Uh-huh.
And we're going around the parking lot, and it's just, I was intimidated. Nothing but Patriots and Red Sox.
Oh, Red Sox gear, yeah.
Hats and jerseys and shirts.
Yep.
And just loving the show. And I'm like, man, something here doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
But really, really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
Kenny left with Voss. We left on the Saturday night after because I can't wake up and have to drive in traffic. I think under 3.5 hours.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
yeah.
we zipped
nice.
home, but we kept worried about Kenny falling asleep.
Yeah, that was like the big issue when we were driving back to the hotel. Was like, Kenny's really tired. Now he can just nod off. And Opes had experience. He goes, just watch out because he'll tell you he's okay, but then you'll look and it's got that look we always talk about on the airplane where his mouth opens up and his eyes shut.
Yeah,
that's what he does.
His eyelids get really heavy, and Kenny doesn't want to ever show any weakness, so he'll drive into a pole before he admits he's tired.
I'm fine.
And I remember coming home, I think it was from Boston, and we're on, where were we, the Hutch or whatever, like it matters to the rest of America. And all of a sudden I look over and his eyelids are getting really heavy, and he's like, no, I'm okay. And he's trying to keep his eyes open, like he's opening them real wide and stuff. And finally he had to admit weakness to me. He finally had to admit it. I'm like, okay, if you don't mind, maybe you could drive for 45
he admitted
minutes.
Weakness. Wow.
He never admits a weakness.
Rather throw himself on a sword.
Oh, yeah. He's like a cyborg.
Well, he actually he did the same thing with us, too. We were driving, and I kept trying to talk to him about anything. I didn't want to keep saying, you okay? So I'm like, you all right? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And he was okay. So then I kept having conversations with him, and he seemed to be getting sluggish. And Voss was actually wide awake. So Kenny pulled into a rest area and admitted he was gay.
Wow.
And
who saw that coming?
We were shocked, and then he drove on.
Yeah.
And then stupid Voss drove.
Speaking of okay, and I can't even tell you how many people. Is he okay? So you got to tell everyone what the hell happened.
Oh my God, I'm fine. I was
Bob Saget,
severely hungover.
You probably should call Bob Saget.
Yeah,
he's like, wow, that's not right.
That's not right.
That's not right.
Well, he only saw me.
Is he all right?
He only saw me laying down on the couch in the dressing room. For the most part, that was it.
He was more concerned, but it's so many people. Is he all right? Is he all right? So you should just.
I was fine.
Get it out of the way.
I had probably one of my top 10 hangovers of all time. It was so utterly bad that when we were driving through the parking lot, it was like, okay, I first thing, I just go, get me to the dressing room immediately. And I'm just drinking water. I'm trying to drink water and lay down. And the great part was we had to walk through the catering section to get into the dressing room. So all I'm smelling is thick, heavy food. And it made me so queasy again. So I just wanted to lay down. So I lay down, and then
but you're like blowing off like chunks of the story. You got to explain what happened on Friday.
Well, I'll get to that. I just want to explain why I was, such a wreck at the show. So I lay down, and I hear 5 minutes. We're going out into the parking lot in the golf carts to cruise the tailgating, and I'm like, oh my God. I can't do this. I can't, but I have to, I'm a trooper for our fans. So I get in the golf cart. I got my little water, and I put my game face on. I'm like, hey, and I'm slapping hands. Everything's cool. I'm taking pictures. And then we stop at that one big truck, the big display that was out there.
The Score from Providence.
Yeah, the Score. And I get out, and now I'm taking pictures with people. And you know when you take a lot of pictures, you're moving your head around a lot in your eyes to make contact with the lens that is taking the shot. And
were you so hungover that your eyes, like, your brain didn't follow your eyes?
Brain didn't follow my eyes.
It was like flares.
Things were blurry. My eye hurt. Half of the pictures people have is me with one eye shut. I just had to shut one eye. Like, you know what, like the sun is in your eye, but it was because I had this stabbing pain in the side of my head. And Keith the cop was there, so I go, Keith, I got a boof, man. I really do. So we look, and there's porta-johns sitting on the side, and they hadn't been used yet, thank God. At least the one I went into. So I do the slow, casual walk because I don't want people wondering, why is Anthony sprinting for a porta-john? So I do the casual walk, and in my head I'm going, am I going to make it, or am I going to puke right here? And there's going to be a great picture of me just open mouth puking in the parking lot. But I made it right when I made it in. Whap! Just like gallons of water were coming out. Gallons of water. And then, I clean up and then came back out. And, hey, more pictures. So people have the pre- and post-puke pictures of me by the Score truck.
You should have just done it right there in the lot, man.
Dude, that would have been the best shot ever that people would, dude, here it is, Anthony puking.
You just Ralphed right there in front of everybody.
That was my third puking since, about 9 o'clock that morning. And then driving to the hotel, I had a woof from Mohegan Sun, because that's what the story goes from. I stopped at Mohegan Sun, and I go, Keith, pull over right now. So he just pulls off the road. I get out behind my truck and start woofing, and I'm just looking for the smart ass to put it in reverse, because now I got a camera in the back of my truck, just in case you're backing up and you don't want to back anything over anything. And I'm just waiting, and he said I was going to do it, but I knew you'd see the backup lights. I go, if you did that, I would have puked right on the camera just as a gag. Could you see watching me vomit, and then just a big projectile vomit goes on the screen? So I was in really bad shape. People have pictures of me going, what was wrong with Anthony? He didn't even get out of the golf cart.
Right.
I got out a couple of times. But
barely.
I was in such bad shape. Went back to the dressing room, crapped out. But that was all because of Friday. Friday, left the show, decided, hey, we don't have to be there till Saturday. Mohegan Sun's on the way. I'm going to stop at Mohegan, do a little of that gambling. And they take care of me up there, Mohegan.
And if you forgot, the last time he was at Mohegan Sun for our virus tour, he won $50,000 playing blackjack.
50 G's.
Hey, can I mention to the audience, what you're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is the unraveling of this human being.
Oh, no kidding.
I've been unraveling for years.
You're watching my friend unravel.
No kidding.
I've been unraveling
Gambling
for years.
lessons, drinking lessons, drug lessons.
Yeah,
I can't.
We'll just enjoy the ride. What the hell? We'll enjoy the ride.
Gamble.
Enjoy yourself.
Without drinking.
This should be called the Ozzy in 1978 and Anthony and Opie show. I screwed up. Damn it.
This is the type of thing you do when you're in your 20s. Like,
yeah, but I can't
early
gamble
30s maybe.
Without drinking. It's just something I can't do.
Did it ever occur to you that we did have a comedy show on Saturday? That's all I want to know.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I killed. I was great. I put my game face on when we hit the stage. That's what I do. Believe me. I come to the table,
All right,
even hungover.
So Friday you're at Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Doing a little of that gambling.
Doing a little gambling. And you know what they like to do at the casinos? They feed you those drinks because they want to trip you up. So they keep coming back.
You mean they don't come over with soda and crackers and go, well, you've had enough, sir?
Never. They kept coming over with the screwdrivers.
And where they have two, like, really big burly men that hold you down and pour it down your throat.
Poured it down my throat. They did.
Of course. That's what they do. That's how they roll in Mohegan.
Let me tell you about it. After the first couple, you assume that how good you're feeling is going to be the same no matter how many you drink.
Right.
That's just the assumption that people make when they drink. It's the wrong assumption. You're going to reach a level, and then the next day, you're going to feel really crappy.
Well, you won 50 G's and you go back. As far as I'm concerned, you're just pressing your luck. Take your 50 G's and just quit.
Well, that isn't what I did. I took some money with me. I left a lot of it. I didn't take a lot of it with me, but I took a chunk with me and went there and sat down. They this time completely hooked up. They took care of me.
Of course, they want their money back.
Comped suite, which was beautiful. A host.
You realize you're a whale now, right?
I think so.
You're a whale.
A host.
Mohegan Sun is well aware of Anthony Cumia. Of course they hooked
And then
up.
they go, we have a table for you.
They also attempted to get the cards that were set up nice for you.
They said, we have a table for you in the high roller section.
We say
they will wait there for you the entire time. And he showed me the table. There's a dealer just sitting there with a reserved sign on the table, and her job is to stand there until I decide I want to go to that table, which was hours later.
Her job is to give you bed hands until they got their 50 G back.
Exactly.
Please tell me you went to another table. Kenny warned you about that.
Well, Kenny warned
back
me,
in the day has done some, he's watched some serious gambling go on. He knows all the tricks.
Let me tell you what the biggest trick is. Keeping Kenny away from your table. Thank God he wasn't there. Kenny is one of the biggest mushes there is.
What's a mush?
A mush is someone that stands there and just brings you bad luck. Like you can't win. Dice, I heard, used to throw him out and go, just get out of here.
It's called the cooler.
Yeah, he's a cooler, is what it is. So,
but mush is better.
But he doesn't want to say that, so he comes up with all kinds of other ideas as to why you're losing. And one of it is when you get in with a casino and you've won a lot of money and they hook you up with a table, it's rigged. And they want their money back, so they rig it so you lose. So I had a reserve table set up. I didn't go there immediately.
Especially if it's one-on-one, man. That would be very suspicious to me.
But I went to the 3-card first. A little luck, up and down, nothing big. So we finally decide to eat, and then we go to the high roller section. And it's a $6,000 maximum table that you're on. And I sit down, but I didn't sit at the reserve table right away. Went to another table next to it because there were a few people there. I like playing with a few people at first. And did okay, up, down again. Then I went to the reserve table. And some other guy came and sat down, which was cool. I didn't care.
Well, that's some guy who was somebody from the casino, probably, man.
I don't know.
I've read too many gambling books.
Ted the host.
I don't know who he was. But I started playing, now seriously, from about 10 o'clock p.m. until 8:30 in the morning. It was that long of just playing and drinking. And Keith the cop right there behind me the whole time, making sure everything is hunky-dory. And just destroyed the place. Walked away this time with the big 6 figures, my friend, $100,000.
Walked
away with.
But you left part of your liver.
Yeah. Part of the old liver.
It's worth it for 100 G's.
Was left behind.
$100,000, walked away. So now the host
He's
goes,
grabbing onto your ankles. Please don't
come back. But it reminded me of Casino because he then gave us the information for when I come up next time because he heard that we had sat in 6 hours of traffic.
Now, can I slow you down a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, the progression here is getting downright scary.
It is getting ridiculous.
Because like we told you, now he's up to a private room. Now look what the casino's giving Anthony.
So now, instead of
They're sending you a limo, right?
In traffic. No, they still got to have to sit in traffic. I drive to Republic Airport and take the private Mohegan Sun jet that they have given me access to, comped, and fly me there to the casino.
And what they do on that jet,
right, we hear about that.
is they say to you, hand us $150,000 or we throw you out.
Yeah, it's the new back room.
That's it.
They do it in the air now.
If you notice, we're all wearing parachutes.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, they had enough of you.
Oh, they want their money back.
Please do this. Please go look. I feel like I can't gamble anymore, and all that would help me is if my friend Jim Norton had a suite and some hookers provided for him.
There you go.
Help your friends.
Hook him, comp him,
Anthony,
some trannies.
You're officially a whale to Mohegan Sun.
Yeah.
Officially.
Oh, they took care of me.
When are you going to tell them?
Wonderful.
When are you going to admit to them that you're card counting?
I don't card count. It's impossible. First of all, it's a constantly
I don't card count.
Shuffling shoe. It's wonderful.
They've squashed the card counters.
I couldn't. I'm too stupid. My math skills aren't good enough. It was, you know what it was? It was a drunken gambling.
Now, how do you get the 100 G's out of the joint?
Well,
up to your room, and then and where the hell was the 100 G's while we were doing a comedy show?
Exactly. I'm kind of a I like it in greenbacks kind of guy, you know. So it was kind of funny that Keith the cop we collected. It's just like big stacks. I just lifted up my shirt and they dumped big piles in my shirt, and I walked to the elevator that way.
I like it in greenbacks, by the way. The other word for that is kidnap me. What's the matter with you?
I've taken care of it.
All right, put in the bank.
It's in exactly.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. I know exactly where it is now. It's called safety deposit box. That's where you put it. Because then you could gamble with it some more. That is now my bankroll.
That's my money for a year and a half.
What I call my bankroll. I may be entering some poker tournaments with that. Give it a try, right? What the hell?
We'll enjoy the ride.
I'm going to miss you.
Yeah.
It's
Jimmy and I
fun.
will enjoy the ride. It'll be
fast
fun.
cars, gambling, booze.
It's your,
That's
out of your
it.
mind. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing 100 miles an hour in a Shelby. He's drinking like William Holden right before the coffee table smashed his head. He's like gambling like a lunatic, and it's frightening.
It's fun.
Puking all over the place.
Oh, it was great.
Oh, it's frightening.
It's wonderful. Had a great weekend. I was pretty shot, though, the Saturday morning till the afternoon.
Yeah.
Right until showtime.
Well, you didn't really sleep.
No, didn't get much
a couple
sleep.
Hours. Well, you were sleeping in the dressing room, and that's when everyone was coming in. Is he all right? Is he all right?
I wasn't even sleeping. I was watching the strippers up on the camera.
Yeah.
The girls were pretty nice this time.
Yeah, all three of them that they sent.
Yeah, there were 3 girls.
Yeah, but the 3 were really, really hot.
You know something? I'd rather have 3 hot girls than 6 slobs. Marching through the hallways back there.
Those 3 girls were probably hotter than the other strippers we've had so far on this tour.
So I was watching them, and then joined by the crew, we watched the show.
Yeah.
From backstage, had a great time.
All right, if we got to take a quick break. Tons of YouTube videos, just quick clips of our comedy tour in Mansfield, Massachusetts, if you want to see what was going on. And go to Virus Tour, one word on MySpace. Next stop, Detroit.
Yep.
In 2 weeks.
I hear there's a casino.
Oh, boy.
Near Detroit, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, boy.
If anybody from the Detroit area knows of this, please let me know.
Oh, boy.
Got some gambling to do.
Brought to you by Bud Light, always worth it, by the way.
The casino in Detroit is you walk through one of the neighborhoods, and if you make it through alive, somebody hands you $50,000.
There have been no winners.
No.
And to make it interesting, you gotta wear a sign.
He has one. It's called lack of melanin.
All right, we're just getting started. It's Monday morning, everybody.
Yes.
What's today, by the way? Oh, yeah, of course. It's Feel Good Story Monday. It's We Built This City Monday. It's Marble Madness Monday. Some of these have got to go. And, of course, Pot Talk Monday.
Yes.
All on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Radio Shock Jock.
Opie and Anthony.
Actually, you're listening to the Opie and the Whale Show.
Ooh.
With Lil Jimmy Norton. Good morning. It's a Monday. Instant feedback. We got Chris from Boston writing. He says, hey, Ope, thanks again for a fantastic show. This one blew away last year's Worcester show.
Yeah.
Of course, talking about the comedy show up there in Mansfield. Well, the Worcester show is the first one. We've done about, 8 or 9 at this point.
Kind of getting proficient.
I have to do the math real fast for us. I guess we've done 7 or 8, actually. This one blew away last year's Worcester show. Jimmy never disappoints, and it was the first time I saw Otto and George and Louis C.K., who both killed. And then he writes, the Pat Duffy video is 100 times worse. on a 20-foot screen. Yeah, the Pat Duffy video was a huge hit. Huge.
The
Pat Duffy video.
Yeah. Pat Duffy is featured in both. That I will never get tired of the crowd reaction to the Baby Bird video.
Well, the Baby Bird video has been seen by just about almost everybody in our audience. But there's something about seeing it in front of 7,000 people like we did in Mansfield on Saturday night. The reaction of 7,000 people at once is such a great, great feeling.
Because it's all the same reaction, so you just get that, oh!
Yeah, it's our stairway to heaven.
Yep, absolutely. Our stairway.
Because when I saw Ant Saturday, I'm like, wow, he's going to not be a lot of fun today. But I know what we got waiting in the wings. It's a guarantee reaction we got when we go up on that stage.
We had, it was really cool to see like a lot of guys like Pat from Monaki went on stage and Andrew Big A.
Yep.
I like Pat. This is talking Pat. I didn't see you guys up there because I was trying to get ready to go on, but I heard the reaction and stuff.
Well, Big A, we had him, try to intro a Jim Norton video. And, of course, Stan and Travis, right, put together a nice little thing, a little intro for Jimmy's video. And, of course, it had a bunch of ST words, which just shuts Big A down big time.
He can't say them.
And, man, it makes me laugh so hard to see him doing that. Because I know we love him and we take care of him and this and that. The reaction we got from the crowd, they were horrified for the most part. I mean, you had a bunch of people laughing because they get the whole thing, and then other people just had their mouths agape, like, I can't believe these guys are making this poor guy do this.
Yeah.
But then I heard backstage it got a huge reaction. All the comedians and all the help and all the people backstage were just dying, laughing.
He was sweating. He couldn't get the words out, and his brow was just all furrowed.
Is there a video of that? Hopefully. We should, because I'm
sure
he shut down trying to do it and had to start over
right from the start. Too. The first word was an ST word from the beginning, and it took him a good minute to spit that one out.
Yeah. Start clapping. I think it started with, and it took him about 30 seconds just to say start.
I've never seen him. It was like the spittle is bubbling out the sides because he had thousands of people just staring at him.
And sweat pouring off his forehead.
Yeah, if that video's up on YouTube, could you get the audio? I want to play that for everybody today.
It's painful to watch.
Let's say hi to Brian in Detroit. That's the next stop for the Virus Tour. What's up, Brian?
Not much. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good, man.
Oh, yeah, just called to tell Anthony we have 3 casinos here, and we have one if he can leave the country over in Windsor.
Uh-huh.
How far is Canada from Detroit?
How far is what?
It's pretty close, Jimmy.
Canada to Detroit.
Windsor to Detroit?
Well, Canada.
How far is Canada from Detroit?
Oh, about 35 miles.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ain't bad.
All right, there you go. You got the MGM Grand in Detroit, Anthony. And then Chris in Detroit. Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Hey, the Motor City Casino is the one everybody hits usually.
Oh, yeah?
That's the biggest one.
Motor City Casino?
They have a radio bar there. I'm surprised you guys aren't broadcasting from there, which probably be a death blow for Anthony, but...
Well, we might broadcast from Detroit the day before the show. We're trying to figure out all those details.
Watch once the word gets out, the Borgata in Atlantic City is going to build a little radio station. All these places are going to want to suck in New York, and Vegas.
Well, Anthony's officially a whale. He's a whale.
What's that mean?
A whale is
it's one of the big fish.
Yeah, big fish. A guy that gambles a lot.
That the casinos want to have in there because
they want
on
the
average they take money from them.
Because eventually the whales will lose a lot of money. So
and
in a mere 2 weeks' time, you went from Joe Gambler to now they're offering you private jets from Long Island to Mohegan Sun so you could gamble some more.
See, here's the thing, because Kenny warned me. He goes, "You're right there on the precipice. You're right there."
Kenny's kind of seen this.
But
Kenny's told me some many gambling stories over the last couple of years.
But see, the thing is, I got lucky. I understand luck. I don't go with that much to gamble. I've lost gambling, and I've been completely fine with what I've lost because I don't start out with that much. But the past couple of times out, have just been really lucky, and I've been able to turn a relatively small amount of money into a lot of money.
This is, by the way, a monologue.
I'm reciting that. I'm trying to rationalize
by himself alone. And Anthony has walked through
what I've done.
What I've done. Look, I'm perfectly okay with walking away. He has said a couple of chairs and a table, and maybe a roll that's on that table. I can walk away.
You know, Mohegan Sun right now is listening. Like, we got him right where we want him. They're like,
let them get me right where they want me.
This morning.
Is he doing the monologues? Yes, he's doing them.
He's doing everything. He's running through all the motions that everyone runs through.
But you're going to be the guy.
I can't be the guy.
Hey, Jimmy, no, I mean, you'll be the guy that knows how to control.
Oh, that's it.
Jimmy and I are we're going to enjoy the ride, man.
No.
Have fun. Well,
I'm happy with bringing a certain amount, and that's what I gamble.
Yeah, right.
And win or lose, that's it. But like I said, lately, I've been winning. Mm-hmm. And when you win big, then you do bet more.
Well, the last two times,
bigger.
Last 2 times out gambling, you've won a total of $150,000.
Yes. It's been very, very, very lucky. I understand the luck
hence
factor.
The private jet to the Mohegan Sun. When are you going to take him up on that? Because now you know you got to take him up on it because, you know, that's like something you got to do now.
I don't know. Whenever we get a weekend free, maybe I'll do that for the weekend.
We're free this weekend.
Yeah, maybe I'll take the jet up.
We got a rare free weekend.
Please take the jet and play penny slots or nickel slots. Please do that.
We were joking about that. All comped, nice everything. And then I just go, where are the penny slots?
Right.
I need a lot of pennies.
Drink seltzer.
Oh, I'm down $1.80.
How great would that be? Or you win $7 and demand a security walk up. Just be the biggest ass.
How infuriating.
Great.
Oh, would they be angry?
See your host's shoes above you as he hangs himself.
This is going to be interesting.
Treated me very well.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
And then Tom Chiusano, he walks in during the commercial break. He goes, 100,000. He's just amazed and happy for Anthony, blah, blah, blah. And then he casually mentions that he had a hole-in-one over the weekend.
A hole-in-one?
His second hole-in-one. 215-yard par 3.
Wow.
In the cup. In the cup.
Had 3 of those. Is that common?
2.
No, I've had 3.
Oh.
You've had 3. At the mini golf.
That's pretty rare, right? Hole-in-one.
Oh.
Yeah, especially for the, amateur.
I've played off and on my whole life. I've come close. Yeah, it's rare, Jimmy.
Well, Tom kicked it, though. He didn't say that in here, but I heard him talking. He said, yeah, it was close. I just nudged it. I mean, that's
knocked it in. I still consider it a hole-in-one.
He nudged it with his shoe.
It hit the club head once.
Yeah.
That's all.
Sonny Forelli, he's always good for one from Boston, of course. Holy yes, during the playing of the Pat Duffy video up there in Mansfield, the looks on the old lady ushers' faces were priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beauty of some of these shows. Like, you get people that are hardcore fans of the show, and then you got people going, oh, nice comedy show. Yeah, I'll check this out. And then they're kind of horrified by some of the things that are happening on that stage. And then No Filter Paul grabbed me after the show, or the next day while he's eating breakfast. He's all pissed. He's like, why don't you show my diaper video up there? And now I'm thinking we might have to.
Yeah.
That one is pretty bad.
This could be the summer of just gross videos in between comics.
You bring the guys out, and most of these people we take for granted because we see these awful human beings, Paul and his little head. But the listeners don't get to see them, and they hear about them. So they clap for them or they boo them, whatever they want to do. But we should bring these guys out.
People do want to see them for some reason.
Yeah.
At the hotel yesterday morning, I got a New York paper, and I'm sitting in the lobby just kind of hanging out, drinking coffee, and Stalker Patty walks by, and she's like, a New York paper. I'm like,
wow, where'd you get that?
Exactly. So then I'm like trying to shoo her away. So I'm like, look, when I'm done, I'll give it to you. No problem. Because I guess she walked like a mile to try to find a paper or something. I was told by, I think, a Big A was telling me. And I'm like, I'll give it to you when I'm done. And she proceeds to stand there and wait for me to finish reading the paper.
Doesn't mean wait for me.
I'm like, I will find you. Just go about your morning.
Just see her reading over your shoulder.
Right.
You're just wheezing in your ear as she's reading.
Oh, my God.
Shut up.
Hey, in honor of Anthony, we're getting a few requests for our old school 100 grand bit.
Anthony, I was thinking about this when...
Were you really?
Yeah, when I was playing.
Anthony, if you're just tuning in, won $100,000 before the virus show on Saturday when he went to Mohegan Sun on Friday.
Good old blackjack.
Friday night. Good old blackjack.
Gotta love it.
Here's 100 grand. 100 grand.
Hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Craig from Waltham.
Hey, Craig, guess what?
Oh, did I win?
You are the 107th call.
No way! Damn it, I won! I won! What, no way? You're kidding, right?
107th.
Oh, wow!
107th caller. Congratulations.
100 grand! Oh, my God!
You just won 100 grand, bro.
Oh, Jesus. Do you know what I'm going to do with that?
What are you going to do with the 100 grand?
Man, the first thing, I have this old... Oh, I cannot... Jeez, I got to...
Calm down. Calm yourself.
I am the winner! I'm the winner!
Well, what are you going to do with 100 grand, bro?
I got this... Oh, man, I got this box for a truck. I got to get a new one. A new...
Wait, dude. How are you going to do that with a candy bar?
What?
How are you going to do that with a candy bar? We just gave you a 100 grand candy bar.
What do you mean?
We gave away 100 grand. It's a candy bar, bro. Congratulations.
What?
You just won a candy bar.
Hey, what the f***? I've been listening to f***ing radio for like 3 hours, man. You said 100 grand.
Yeah, 100 grand. We gave you a candy bar.
A candy
Congratulations, buddy boy.
Oh, you guys are a bunch of douchebags. Hey.
Congratulations, man.
Uh-oh.
Ray!
He was pissed.
Chocolate rain. Yeah, chocolate rain.
Yes.
There you go.
Gonna give that money back. Chocolate rain.
Again.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Don't get on that plane, you idiot.
Chocolate rain.
His Mohegan Sun will send an aeroplane. Chocolate rain. They'll put that money in their vault again.
Chocolate rain.
They'd rather fly you the way Mr. Sosa flew Omar.
Chocolate rain.
After the next time, your pants will have a big stain.
Chocolate rain. Gambling in his veins.
Flying there, but going home, you'll take a train.
Chocolate rain.
I bet you lose and they just go, the plane? Yeah.
Yeah, so long.
It's out.
Yeah, so long, buddy.
We're sorry.
We got our money back.
I hear there's a jitney. There's a bus you could take.
There's a bus leaving at noon.
You're just sitting there. But
I had a strategy.
But I won. What happened?
I would only gamble 5,000.
Stuck in traffic on a bus with a bunch of people that were playing the slot machines.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
We're going to enjoy the ride, man. You gave us a great story for this radio show.
We'll see how it goes.
He's up 150,000. We'll keep track.
See if I can ride it out. Oh, and you asked me what I did with it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the most harrowing of situations because the hotel we stayed at, it's the first hotel we have stayed at that didn't have a goddamn safe.
Mm-hmm.
There's no safe.
And flimsy doors. Nice hotel. I'm not going to trash the place. It was nice.
No, it was nice.
It was close to the venue. It was a nice joint, but not the most secure joint.
No.
By any means.
So I had to put it just like in a bag, and I stashed it, like kind of hid it as best I could in the room. I won't say anything more than that, but the most stressful part of the evening was when I put that key card in the slot and opened the door and was like, please be there.
Oh, my God.
And then I looked, and then I battened myself in there like a safe room.
Where do you hide 100,000 in a room in a Courtyard Marriott?
It's very hard to.
Well, you could tell us because it's not going to. It's like we can't.
What if I win again and I have to hide my money?
Then people will just go to your room and turn it upside down knowing it's in there. What do you think, they're not going to look under the mattress?
Right.
All right, well, I guess he hid it here, but we can't find it.
That's true.
I'm not going to look behind that picture on the wall.
I did put it kind of like under the bed in the back by the dresser.
They're fine.
Yeah,
drawer area.
Yeah, they wouldn't flip the mattress.
And I know.
I would leave it in piles on the bed and then ask them to turn the mattress down just to watch their dumb faces when they saw that money. They wouldn't. I guarantee you, if there was 100,000 piled up, they wouldn't touch it. They'd think this is a sting.
There's got to be some kind of
this
setup.
Could not be real.
Yeah, you should have made some videos.
No, what you do is this.
Yeah,
you put paper with arrows pointing to the money, going money with an exclamation point.
Money.
And nobody would touch that.
And then because Keith had the adjoining room, and like he thought he'd be able to come in and then just go through the adjoining doors because they're usually opened. He's like, oh, I noticed you just locked everything up. I'm like, yes, I did. because the key cards wouldn't work. I turned all those for safety. I put the little metal things on and then I'm sitting there just staring at the television, waiting for some listener or something to bash my door in.
You did the metal thing from the inside?
Yeah.
Those don't work.
Well, maybe it
Kenny told me
second.
Kenny told me at Mohegan Sun he had to do an old trick to get into his room because that was on.
Oh yeah.
What? Will you put your dinosaur head in? And
you can get through those.
Dinosaur head. How did he get through that? What's the trick?
Maybe he could explain it. But those little bars that
it's like solid brass bar. It's in the place of the chain, the old-fashioned chain that you'd put on the door.
Is it the swing thing?
Yeah,
it swings over. He says those are easy to break into.
Really?
Yeah. There's an old trick. People that are on the road a lot have figured out
an old
a long time
trick.
ago.
I also want to make it clear that Dice never chased Kenny away from a gambling table.
He did chase me away.
He did.
You talked to Kenny on the break, and he said that.
Yeah,
it was mostly them intimidating the dealers. So Dice would like having them around.
Well,
apparently.
Let's say hi to Jared in Boston. Jared, what's up?
Hey, boys. Good morning.
Hey.
I give it about 6 months. We're going to have Anthony doing PSAs for gambling after he loses it all.
That's right.
Hi, I'm Anthony Cumia.
No, he's going to be the one, though.
I thought gambling was great. I was winning. I was on a streak. And then it all came tumbling down.
And they'll show a photo of where he lives, and he'll go, and this was my home.
I lost it all. If you have a gambling problem.
I was so mad when Dice made me leave because he was probably down a couple $100,000 at the Venetians. Before we actually started doing the Venetian, he was going in there from Bally's, and he was down a big bunch. Oof. And I didn't know anything about it. I was just like, ugh, this is boring. I'm watching
boring when you're watching it.
Thousands and thousands of dollars. It was depressing, too. And then Kenny walked over and goes, could you take a walk? Andrew thinks you're bringing him bad luck. I was so hurt.
Oh, my God. And all you want to do is watch.
Just want to be one of the guys.
What was the biggest hand you lost over the weekend there, Anthony?
Probably,
I heard rumors of 16G.
Well, two hands, 6,000 max. So that's 12. And then I had to split on one. Yeah. 18.
You lost 18?
18 in one hand.
In one hand. Wow.
But another hand, I had 6 on each, and I had to split on both hands and then double. So it was like a $24,000 hand.
How'd you do?
I won that one.
Obviously. Wow.
That was a big.
Were you up even more than 100,000?
No, that's another thing. I wasn't up much more. Maybe by a couple of thousand, but I wasn't up or down much more than that. So it wasn't like, oh, I could have walked away with this or anything. And then finally, Keith is the one that's always trying to get me to leave. He's like, dude, I'm looking. You got like 80 grand there. And I'm like, nope. We forge ahead. Anna is taking care of us tonight.
Who's Anna?
She was the dealer. Like, come on, Anna. Come on. Bust it up.
You must have gave her a great tip. $10 chip or something like that?
Perhaps more than that. When I am winning, I will tip like a maniac.
Really?
So they made a lot of money, the dealers, off of me that night. So
let's say hi to John in New York
worry
City.
about it.
For what? They don't give you anything when you lose.
That's true.
I'd give them nothing.
But I like when they make me win a lot.
Here's a buck. Beat it.
John, what's up?
Shill.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Hey.
Shill of the casino.
Shill.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey, what?
Dude, if you start losing, they're going to treat you even better if you start giving that money.
So that's what I should do.
Yeah,
because it's not their goal just to... Hold on, John. It's not just their goal to get their $150,000 back.
Oh,
yeah.
They want that and then some.
He's going to put that Mustang on the table.
Because they're like, if a guy won $150,000 from us, he could easily lose $100,000 with us.
Believe me, they Googled you and saw contract numbers and said, send the plane.
Send the plane immediately.
They flipped formats. They're the only show that's send the plane.
What can Anthony look forward to? That's what we need to hear from today. The people that have had a little of this experience in their lives. What can Anthony look forward to, John?
Well, I'm not one of those people, but I'm sure they'll send limos and helicopters, anything you want.
You're already behind on the transportation. They skip limos.
It's already
helicopters.
the new private jet, by the way.
Yeah, you must have. You must be just tuning in. They already offered him a private jet for the next time he wants to come to their casino.
Yeah, I heard that. How about
And the funny thing is, the Mohegan Sun has no idea who I am.
You're
or Jimmy
miles
is.
from my house. It's a 40-minute flight.
Really? Oh, you've already looked it up?
minutes. No, they give you. I got all the info. They gave me all the info. They tell me when it leaves the airport. It's like right by my house. It's great.
Oh,
it's wonderful. They'll probably send a helicopter to my house to get me to the airport. Stony Beach 1 is suggesting Anna, the dealer, her body is in a dumpster at Mohegan.
Let's say hi to Josh in Boston.
Probably not treating her very well.
Josh, what's up?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Really appreciate the show you put on for us. We all just absolutely loved it. Jimmy, you killed.
Thank you. Yeah, Jimmy's great.
Thanks.
Hey,
honestly, my camera absolutely wasn't working. We were over by the RV of a place I can't say. But, I appreciated your patience. You were very nice. Jimmy, you killed.
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
It was another great show. One review came out so far, and it gave the show rave reviews. So, next stop, Detroit. Virus Tour, one word on MySpace for all the info.
I was impressed with the Village. It was
Thank you, John.
fun to see. They had some hot chicks. There's a lot of hot chicks in Boston. There always are. There's always hot girls up there.
I'm noticing more and more girls coming to our events, which is a really, really good thing to see. So,
yeah.
Very good thing. Nothing against the guys, but after a while,
Oh, please, they understand. They're not a bunch of queers. They get it.
It's nice to smell a nice-smelling girl.
Girls.
I've never felt sweatier hands. I did a book signing up there, so you shake hands as you're signing. I've never felt every single person there. I think Big A was laying on a table next to my stupid book, and people were swiping his forehead and then shaking my hand.
No,
I've never felt wetter hands.
A lot of slimy hands.
What do you people do? What do you just dip them in a lake and then come and say hello to people? Wash them or dry them. Why do this on your pants? Here, listen.
Right.
That's the sound of a man's hand going. Listen, hey, how you doing? And then you shake.
Then shake with a dry hand.
I like the whole Perel thing after the end of the signing, man.
You know what? The last person isn't even a foot away from us, and we're just dousing our hands in Purell like, get away from me, you infected scum.
It's a new ritual. It's great.
Well, do you know what the president does now, and a lot of politicians, probably to avoid getting sick? They make people Purell before they shake with them. Because if you Purell too much, it's no good for you. Why am I screaming? It's no good for you, but they make all the people shaking hands in the line Purell first.
So could you, maybe Club Soda Kenny can now Purell the people before they get to us?
No, he'd use too much, and then you'd get sick anyway because you'd wind up overusing it,
Yeah.
Give me your hand, stupid. You know how he's just so mean to the listeners. Put your hand out. 50 words or less.
Yeah, move it along, people.
He almost messed up Patrice's set by throwing that guy off stage. We'll talk about that next. That was
that was a moment.
That was one of the moments that stand out. From Saturday night. Brought to you by Bud Light, always worth it. Of course, the Comedy Tour, yes. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll continue. It's Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. I'm looking at the Monday themes.
Yes.
Hot Talk Monday. I like that still.
Yeah.
Feel Good Story Monday. I like that still.
Sure.
We Built This City Monday.
It didn't quite take off.
And Marble Madness Monday.
I don't even know what that was.
That was a Preston and Steve.
Oh, see?
Remember when they did their dud?
Oh.
All right, we're going to cross off Marble Madness. I have to do this because people are keeping score at home.
Yeah, they keep track.
Like those dorks that go to the baseball games and they have to get
all
every play down. All the stats. We got those type of listeners, so they're keeping track.
Well,
they better.
Those guys are the worst. Typically in a situation like this, Murphy will strike out. Shut your face. 4 out of 5 times when there's a runner on second, Murphy will line one off the inside corner. Shut your mouth.
He takes his little pencil.
You ever been to a baseball game where they tap you on the shoulder and ask what happened because they were distracted for a second, and you're like,
give him the wrong information.
Yeah, he grounded out to third. Oh, thank you.
Meanwhile,
what do you do with these scorecards?
Oh, he's got them all libraried at home. They're all put in chronological order.
And also the guys
cross-referenceable
that have to read the Sunday paper while they're watching a baseball game. That guy, he's got season tickets or something, so he's just lounging at the park, just reading and watching and just enjoying themselves. So we're getting rid of We Built This City Monday, and we're getting rid of Marble Madness Monday. So now we're light for Monday. So we might have to add a theme or two. All right. Hey, we got this feedback coming in from Westbury. What's up, Long Island? It's Tom. He writes, so Anthony tears apart a terminally ill cancer patient on a Friday and wins $100,000 on Saturday. There is no God.
Just trying to make people laugh.
There is no God.
I see it as I brought joy and laughter to many.
You know what amazes me about what happened on Friday? We go after Tammy Faye, and the reason being that Larry King has the last interview with Tammy Faye Baker. She died, by the way, just before Jimmy hit the stage, or that's when we found out in Mansfield.
Yeah.
And I almost slipped. And I learned from my mistakes because if you remember, just before Bill Burr at the Tweeter Center in Camden last summer.
Well.
And I decided, and it was just a dumb move, we decided to intro Bill Burr and then walk out into the middle of the crowd, completely distracting Bill Burr's set. That's how Bill Burr's set started.
That was a bad move.
And we realized, well, maybe that's not the smartest thing to do, is start walking through the freaking, crowd right after you intro one of the comedians. Not smart. Not smart.
Trying to do his act.
And I was this close to telling the whole audience in Mansfield that Tammy Faye Baker died, and the reason being because we went after her being on Larry King on Friday's show.
Yep.
And I stopped myself last second. I'm so glad I did that because I think it would have brought kind of...
I wouldn't have minded. I would have trashed her.
Really?
Yeah, who cares?
Maybe what I should have done was, to tell you just before you hit the stage, and maybe you could have done something with it.
Look, here's the bottom line.
But I just felt like it would take the energy out of the room.
Weren't her and her husband televangelists?
Yes.
Didn't they bilk people who want God to love them out of a lot of money? Aren't these the same vultures that stand on television saying, we need you to send money? So, I mean, maybe it sounds heartless. I don't know if she turned her life around. But from what my knowledge of her is, even being married to that guy and living that kind of life, that blood money, I have no mercy.
Yeah.
No mercy at all. You got what you deserve.
Yeah.
I lived on blood money.
And what I was going to say is, it's just amazing the anger that comes toward me, because on Friday, Did I write a line or two for Anthony? Sure. But in general, that was Anthony's bit.
I
might have had the setup a little bit, but I was like I was barely participating in that bit. And everyone, the email I was reading, I'm like, dude, chill out. It was mostly Anthony, man. Why are you getting mad at me? Not one instant feedback that they're mad at you for doing it.
Because I'm likable. Yeah.
No, I understand you're likable, but it's like, all right, look, I give you many reasons to hate.
And it was all Larry.
Yeah, it wasn't Anthony, it was Larry.
But, and Larry King, I don't know if he listens to the show, but I had this weird feeling because they replayed his last interview with Tammy Faye Baker.
Of course they did.
And he had to kind of defend himself before they rebroadcast the last interview. Like, look, this wasn't our idea. Tammy Faye came to us and wanted us to interview her because she knew she only had a few days to live. Like this whole thing he said just before he replayed the interview, like he was starting to feel the guilt. And that was the reason we went after the whole situation on Friday. Not that we need to explain ourselves, but if you're going to show Tammy Faye Baker on CNN at 65 pounds and showing the world what cancer could do to you, sorry, we're going to make fun of it.
Yep.
Because the CNN wasn't doing it the only reason they were doing it was to get ratings.
He was a shock jock.
He was
trying to shock.
On that interview, absolutely. So she died over the weekend or on Saturday sometime.
She died Friday morning.
She died Friday morning?
Yeah, so as we were doing the bit, she was dropping dead.
Oh, my.
How about that?
Why did it take so long for the news to hit that?
They usually do that, and then they kind of, want to make up a press release or something.
Well, the
so
Google
they just
alert.
let it lay there for a while.
The Google alert hit on Saturday, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Actually, it took them a while to figure out if she was dead or not.
Yeah, they kept talking and they didn't know. Well, she hasn't been making much noise.
She kind of looks like that.
She looks better than she has in days.
Yeah. In other news today, we're waking up to the fact that, good old Barry Bonds there is going to set the record sometime this week, it looks like.
How many is he away from?
I think.
He's got two to go to tie, and they sat him yesterday in Milwaukee, I think. Because they got, now the team's coming home to San Francisco.
Oh,
you want your guy to set the record at home, obviously.
I hope he doesn't.
So he's got 2 to go. I think this is the week we see that record go by the wayside.
I just hope he doesn't.
Huh?
I hope he doesn't do it at home.
He's going to do it at home.
Oops, I dropped my iPhone.
I want to see him do it just because stupid Florentine's a big Giants fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Aside from that, I got no love for Barry Bonds.
Well, and the good news, the record will be beat, sooner than later.
However, I don't care if he took...
I mean, what I meant by that was he's going to set the record, and then A-Rod or somebody's going to just, surpass that in the next, It's 10 years or 7 years, 5 years, whatever.
I don't care that he took steroids. I get good. You should take them. They're there. Hit another home run, stupid, and then sneeze when you're 60, and the inside of your head goes because your brains are mush. I don't care if they take steroids. I've had enough of people. They took steroids. That's performance enhancing, Pump.
It makes the game better.
Of course it does.
More fun to watch.
Castrate yourselves. Hit more home runs. What do I care?
What kind of homestand do the Giants have this week? He's going to set the record this week at home, it looks like. Yeah, unless they're just doing one quick series and then hitting the road again. I don't know their schedule.
They're actually playing one home game for the next 3 weeks.
Shut up, Jimmy. You can't even hold it together.
Can I just add how bad... Now, we love Jill Nicolini. She was on our show.
Jill TV.
Jill TV.
Right there.
She hasn't been on today.
No.
I think she's off. Might have a heavy weekend.
Well,
who knows?
It was really nice weather in New York. Hampton's beach bars.
She was out probably on a little bender. Whatever, but she wasn't in today. And I got to explain, this CW11 News here in New York, we love the people that work there. They're very nice people. We got all kinds of compliments on the websites and everything about Jill's appearance here. But they are just a horrible news show to get the news. I'm just watching Fox News over here on the other TV, next to Jill TV. There's a story today that there's, it's one of these funny kind of human interest stories that if you want, you could hire bikini-clad women to mow your lawn. How'd you like to mow my lawn? And they come to your house, hot girls in bikinis, and mow your lawn.
Why did it take to the year 2007 to get that business?
I have no idea. That should have been years ago.
As soon as I saw the story this morning, I'm like, they should have done this 30 years ago.
Yeah, but would you want to see like those old time bikinis, ba 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 bang a dang dang a dang a dong bang dang, and just like have this big granny panties bikinis?
Yeah.
Nah, the bikinis now are hot. So they just showed it. And what I saw on the Fox broadcast was bikini women pushing a lawnmower. Now, the 11 News, the Jill TV News, had the story. They talked about it, but their footage was of a Mexican landscaper pushing a lawnmower, a sprinkler head, and I forgot the third clip, but it had not one bikini-clad woman at all. And I'm sitting there, I go to Thad, I go, isn't the story about bikini women mowing your lawn? Not one bikini woman.
You finally have an excuse to show just nothing but bikinis for like 2 minutes, and you don't do it.
And they don't do it because they don't have that footage.
Yeah.
And then, all right, I give them a pass on that. All right, maybe, the story came in late. I don't know. But then they go to a story about how Scotty from Star Trek, Montgomery Scott, his character was written to have been born in a certain place in the country. And they were commemorating Scotty, not the guy that played Scotty, Scotty, the character, with a Scotty museum in this town. To which they played Star Trek clips where they showed Captain Kirk, Spock, Uhura, and Sulu.
Wait.
Twice in the same loop. Not one image, even in the background of Scotty. Whoever's gathering the video over there at CW11 is a nudnik.
I think he's a fan of our show.
Well, you're a fan. Stop listening and get the right clips, because we're noticing.
And while you're talking about Channel 11 here in New York, it's going to be a very rainy day in New York City. So just before their rain report, they had to play the Eurythmics. Here comes the... Wait, I forgot the hook now.
Oh, damn it. Yeah.
Here comes the rain again. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm a short-haired
the stupid song.
They played the hook to that song just before.
They love their theme song, depending on what's going on for the day.
Because you mentioned it, here's the bikini lawn mowing.
Wow.
Talk about giving business a boost.
Yeah, Memphis Lawn Care Company has taken that phrase to a whole new level. Tiger Time Lawn Care is now offering a new service to its customers, a bikini-clad woman. You heard it right. Customers now have the option of having a woman in her bikini mow their lawns.
The owner says that yards definitely get more attention when there's a bikini on the
Where's
lawn.
the bikini? I'm looking at the video. I'm not seeing any bikini. What's up with that?
All guys disappointed everywhere.
Listen, I mowed a lot of lawns, and you know that thing, the weed whacker, that trimmer thing, that thing? That thing kicks up rocks. If you were in a bikini, you'd be bruised and battered and cut.
Yeah, these are some brave women.
Brave women. Wow. They had nothing.
I love that.
And the guy was even like, where are the bikinis? They showed a sprinkler head.
Right.
come on.
Maybe that's the reaction the bikinis get from people who hire them.
Maybe it wasn't a sprinkler head. You're right.
I love when they go off the word machine.
Oh, boy. Stay to the word machine.
The word machine ends. There's no more words, and you got to make it up, and they just fall apart every time.
The word machine has stopped.
Right.
I have none of my own words. What do I say?
Unbelievable.
Please bring back the word machine.
Now, because we brought it to everyone's attention, here's the hook I was trying to remember. Thank you, E-Ron.
Yeah, here comes the rain. Going to be a rainy one here in New York City. We'll tell you about it
after these messages.
Chocolate rain. Yeah, got to be some chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
See, now if they played this.
Oh, my God.
That would be just a tribute to this program and our relationship.
It sure would.
With what we like to call our retarded little sister, CW11.
Here's the crowd reacting to Pat Duffy's video up there in Mansfield. It's not the greatest copy. It's off YouTube, I believe. But this is how it went down on Saturday night as part of the comedy tour.
Yes.
You know what the greatest part of that is? Whoever was filming that, illegally, by the way, they're cursing because they can't believe what they're saying.
Yeah, they can't even deal with what they're saying. How great is that?
Whatever. It's a quickie. I know it's not the greatest copy, so. All right. Of course, we'll talk about Chuck and Larry next.
And also, we got to get to this...
the ref?
This referee, man.
He's so dead.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
That's what you get.
He's not dead yet, but he's, he's messing with...
they're the bikini lawnmower girls. Look.
Yeah, on Fox they're showing the chicks in the bikini.
Yeah, Fox.
They keep showing it over and over again. They know.
What's wrong with the WB11 here in New York? Why don't they
can't
have that video?
get the footage?
They have nothing but girls in bikinis mowing lawns.
They're too busy. Like, everybody's making calls to try to find Jill Nicolini.
Right.
Like, she was supposed to be in, and they're calling. Do you have a number? Dude, try to give it. I'm just getting voicemail, man. I'm a little worried.
She's probably in a bikini mowing lawns on Long Island.
Somewhere. A side gig.
She's lost her mind. All right, more to come. It's Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. Infamous CJs. Opie and Anthony.
Rock! You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. A big good morning to everyone listening on WBCN in Boston. It was great seeing a lot of you guys over the weekend. It's been a while. Sam in Kentucky writes, and I have a tumor under my left eye. I've had surgery once. Need more, but can't afford it.
Yep.
I'm dead serious.
Yep. Email
me for contact info so I can prove it. Would it be possible for you to donate a couple grand from your winnings so I could have the next surgery?
Here come the freeloaders.
See, you made the mistake. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. You admit that you got a like a soft spot in your heart for people like this.
Not when they ask. I find them randomly in the paper. I find a touching story, and I go, that person is deserving of my compassion. This guy's just asking. I don't know what his real story is.
They're going to be marching past your house at all hours of the night now. You know that.
So send your contributions. I still have to give a wedding gift to my good friend Travis here. I haven't given him his wedding gift.
Thanks. Now we all have to.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. No, we all didn't win like I did. I may throw him $20.
Nice.
Ooh. How about you sign it from Aunt, Hope, and Jim?
Yeah.
All three of us.
Yes, please.
Hey, by the way, for the guy with that little tumor under your eye, we look to donate Club Soda Kenny's left knuckle. The middle knuckle of his left hand. I'm sure he'll be happy to remove it for you.
That'll remove it. When I saw him speed walking a gentleman off the premises at the show on Saturday night, wow.
What was that about?
Well, here's what happened. Patrice had just taken the stage. An overzealous fan decided he wanted to come up and meet Patrice.
Oh, wow.
On the stage. Now, Patrice sort of had this, it's a double-edged sword with him. You don't want, and he was telling me this backstage, he goes, you don't want MFers coming up on you. He goes, you don't want them coming up on you. You don't know what they're there to do, or you're on stage, you got a microphone, you don't know what their intentions are, so you want the problem remedied right away, but then you don't want the crowd to start booing you for having some idiot thrown out. So he goes, he kind of leaves so I kind of pinned it on Club Soda Kenny, which Kenny understands. That's part of the job. The comic doesn't want to come off as being the what they call scum. So he kind of, Kenny, you didn't have to do that. But meanwhile, Kenny did have to do that. And Kenny did it well. All I know is we came off stage after introducing Patrice. We're standing backstage a little, and I just see Kenny with his arm wrapped around this guy in some kind of a half Nelson thing, and he's just walking him very quickly toward the closest exit.
I'm watching the video. It's actually up on YouTube. This is what's scary, man. We did all this Saturday, and now a lot of these videos are up on YouTube.
We're in the age of what they call the information superhighway, Opie. I think they're calling it the internets.
And for the people that are illegally taping all this stuff, we don't mind as long as you're not freaking taping full sets and throwing them up there. Then those are the ones we'll have to have removed for the comedian's
comic
sake.
sets up there. That's the only thing we ask.
I like the tidbits. And the only reason is it has nothing to do with rights or lawyers or anything like that. The comics sets are like what they do. So if it's up on YouTube and then people watch it, they go to the clubs and go, I saw this. It's like, well, you saw it on YouTube because some guy was taping it.
It's definitely fun to see a quick video, like a minute video.
We don't mind that at all.
From the action this past Saturday.
That guy had to be removed. Kenny did the right thing because that guy, it's like, you dummy. You don't walk on while a performer is walking on stage and go to shake his hand. I mean, I understand you don't do it.
He's a big fan of Patrice, though, you can tell by the video.
That was probably sauced.
He's non-threatening, but you still can't do that.
You don't know. And Patrice turned around.
You can throw the guy's concentration off.
He didn't know what the guy's intentions were, so Patrice just turns around. He's like, oh, my God.
And in all fairness, it worked out okay for everybody because we got the guy back on the stage.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We got him back, I think, right after Patrice. We put him back on the stage.
Oh, okay.
And he was completely cool. And he realized, oh, man.
Was he able to see through two black eyes?
That was kind of dumb to do.
That's good. So me and Louie could deal with him. That's nice.
Great.
He's already proven he's not able to handle it. So throw him back. Let's clear him for Patrice and put him on for the Mexican and Norton.
He was just excited.
Yeah.
Booby Man from Brooklyn writes,
I'm sorry, but Channel 5, again,
they're not stupid.
They are now playing the bikini-clad lawnmower girls again. They cannot play this clip enough.
They're not stupid.
Hysterical.
They know what sells.
They know.
Oh, boy, we're not paying attention to Jill TV today because they don't have the bikini.
Come on, guys. Put the bikini babes.
The lawn mowing.
Doing the lawn. What are you, crazy?
Yeah, we're big fans of Channel 11, but you're blowing it this morning.
I don't want Chris Knowles up there talking about something.
Look at this chick in her black bikini. She's got her shades on, and she's mowing the lawn. Wow, look at that.
I just want to see a mishap. I want to see her foot dangling by a bone.
Or her run over a beehive. Have to get stung in that stupid bikini.
They just keep stinging her.
Or hope she falls into a cesspool like that one guy.
Can't be the greatest business, though, because I'm thinking a lot of wives wouldn't
want that kind of service.
They would put their foot down. Like, what do you?
That's true.
So then what? You're going after the guys that are just single, that have nice
single
houses?
Guys, maybe. Yeah.
All right. Booby Man from Brooklyn writes, never mind that crap. Chuck and Larry made $34.1 million at the box office, #1. And he writes, what the F?
I knew it.
At this point, we're just a bunch of lemmings. I mean, we're talking to a ton of people that went and saw the movie, and the reviews were just awful on this flick.
Horrid. Do you know also that they...
The preview looked awful, the commercial looked awful, and we still will just march to the movie theater to go see it like zombies. Must see. I pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
And if you think this was going to be like an edgy kind of thing, a real parody and takeoff on gays and gay marriage and stuff like that, they actually worked in conjunction with gay groups.
This is really
to make sure that nothing in there was offensive.
And it's a comedy
to the gays. They worked with the groups.
Why?
Because they didn't want to offend anybody.
Weird.
And what they wound up doing was making a movie that was perceived as this very family friendly. version of a gay-themed movie, so that's why it made so much money.
You know, that's not the first movie to do that, by the way.
What?
Johnny Knoxville had a movie out that on paper looked like it could have been hilarious.
Where he went to the Special Olympics?
Yeah, he made believe he was slow or whatever, so he could go to the Special Olympics, and because I guess I don't know, there was money at stake, you could win whatever, and he was down on his luck, needed money, so comes up with this great idea that he's gonna make believe he's he's a little slow, so he could join the Special Olympics. The Ringer, thank you, E-Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing. Because I saw the movie, I'm like, this looks like it could be really, really funny. And I saw it, and I'm like, there was a couple funny moments, but in general, it was just crap.
Yeah.
And then I read an article, same thing. The Special Olympics made the movie alongside Johnny Knoxville to make sure the jokes were okay.
Wouldn't offend. You got to watch the South Park version where Cartman joins the Special Olympics.
Really?
Now, that one, they really didn't care.
Well, you know what? And we bring this up all the time. If you're a cartoon, you get away with murder.
Yeah, cartoons.
But that's going to end eventually, too. They're going to go after cartoons eventually. You watch.
But we're cartoons.
Americans are pussies. Really. Americans, we claim to be this great free speech society, but we're just a bunch of little whingy, whiny pussies.
Having to go to the groups now and say, is this joke okay if we put this in the movie? Or is there a way we can make it so it wouldn't offend you?
Ugh.
Is this okay? Because we're going to call him like a bitch. And will that be okay?
Bitch okay?
Yeah.
Comedy is supposed to, on some level, offend somebody at some point.
Yeah.
What is it then? If it's not going to offend somebody for some reason, doesn't have to be dirty.
You know, it was refreshing watching when we had the guys from the Simpsons in here, and they are throwing like anti-Semitic jokes at each other and stuff, and just, you know, they don't care about this offensive, you know, and pleasing people and making sure feelings aren't hurt. It's good old time, old school, just fun and entertainment without this thing that people feel they have to now make people feel good.
You know, the boys upstairs, they cave to the special interest groups.
Yep.
Now we're all like, you know, uber sensitive when we do a radio show. But, you know, the Simpsons are still getting away with murder, and deservedly so.
Well, the Simpsons
getting big laughs for their TV show.
And the reason they have such a hit is because you looked at James Brooks and the other guys that were here, and Al Jean. They're all four of them were funny guys.
Yeah.
And when you have funny guys in charge of what's funny, like, they know what to do. And sometimes it's vicious, and sometimes it's not. But the people that you deal with on the corporate side, like lawyers, they're just crushing
they don't know.
And
bored.
You know what was so refreshing on Friday during that interview, and it's something when we bring up, the lawyers kind of get mad, and I think maybe Tom on some level, there was a pamphlet that was handed out to all of us called Words Hurt.
Words hurt.
And we read this thing, and we really thought that the corporate lawyers went into comedy writing. We're like, there's no way they would actually print this out and hand it out to all their jocks that work for the company.
It's one of the funniest things.
And want their jocks to take it seriously. We're like, they're kidding, right?
I've ever seen written from a lawyer.
That their radio shows suck, and they've decided to write material for the jocks, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't comprehend that they want us to actually take this seriously. So we goofed on the whole thing. We read every single word in the thing. We did an hour and a half on it. And we got just a huge reaction. People loved it. And then Nick DiPaolo did the same thing when he was still working here in New York. He's a great radio guy, by the way.
Very funny.
He's new
Great
to the
comic,
radio thing, but he's really good, and I hope he gets another shot. I'll say that over and over again. But he got in trouble for doing the Words Hurt bit.
Yep.
And we brought it up with the Simpsons, and we got the reaction, of course we should get. We told them about this whole thing, and the laugh we got, they couldn't believe it either. Like, they were laughing their asses off.
They're used to having to deal with things like that, too, you know?
Yeah.
It's just the worst.
Just little corporate pussies.
So now this movie...
Oh, I pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
And Larry ends up #1 at the box office.
And a great website. A lot of the listeners are into it. It's called RottenTomatoes.com. They take all the reviews from all over the country, from all the major newspapers. Because, you know, I mean, you read your local paper, and a movie that is just god-awful because your reviewer is different might give it like 4 stars. So the beauty of Rotten Tomatoes, they take all the big reviews from all over the country, and then you really could understand if a movie's good or not. 14% good reviews on RottenTomatoes.com, and it's still the #1 movie at the box office. Why?
Mm-hmm.
I guess marketing works that well. You could shove crap down like Americans' faces and say, look, go see this movie, go see this movie, go see this movie, and then we go see it. I don't get that.
But how can marketing work that well when
Let me explain
I'm
something.
looking at a poster for this movie and I can't even look at it. It makes me cringe so much.
And this is what I wanted to say. Because of the type of radio show we do, I feel like I should go see that movie so we're well informed. Guess what? I didn't see the movie. I don't want to see the movie, not even for the radio show, but it was still the #1 movie at the box office.
Well, a part of it is, a part of me likes it. The fact that people are not listening to critics. Like, it's like almost like they're so irrelevant and they're such snarky little douches. In a way, it's refreshing that people are just going, you know what, that looks funny to me. And I'm not listening to the critics are not dictating what
Jimmy,
makes money.
I don't even think they're saying that looks funny to me. I think it goes a lot deeper than that. It's just a marketing thing where you're not even making your own decision anymore. The TV tells you, tells you go see this movie.
And
go
Adam
see
Sandler, it's like, it's got Adam Sandler in it and stuff, and it's and I don't it's about gay things, so it's going to be racy.
I can't imagine that.
No, it's not.
I can't imagine the majority of people saw the commercial or the preview for this movie and said, "Wow, that looks funny," and went and saw it. I think it's a lot deeper than that.
You watch what they laugh at in comedy clubs? Believe me, they thought it was a hoot.
You really thought
those
You really thought they saw the preview of the commercial and said, I have to see this movie. It looks funny.
They elbowed each other. That looks pretty good, don't it?
Wow.
It's the majority of people look at that and just go, oh, my God, does that look so funny? Oh, I bet it's going to be so funny and racy. Ooh.
Wow. All right.
I really do believe that because I watch what they laugh at in the clubs, and I watch what they groan at, and just the more just nonsensical it is, they think it's just wonderful. And, meanwhile, you say something vicious on stage, like, oh, hey, bub.
I would love to make a movie like that because it would be hysterically funny and no one would want to see it because it would just be like the most heinous versions of sex between men.
Gus and Elmer type stuff.
That's what it would be.
Let's get back to Gus and
Elmer. Do it that way, that they have to prove that they're gay so much that they actually have to have gay sex and they're not gay.
Of course.
So now they're like, oh, God.
Of course. Like, could someone explain to me that saw the movie how far they went with the whole angle? Did they, tongue kiss?
Very good. How far did they
hold
go?
Hands? I bet you they didn't even hold hands.
How far did they go in this movie to show people that they're gay?
Right. I bet you there was a cheek kiss.
Probably a kiss of some sort.
It was just,
at most.
It was just a lot of eyebrows being raised because they were living together, right? That's about it.
There would be people. Adam Sandler would have to be on his knees going, just like, and then going. Just horrid.
Me and Florentina, this is how powerful gay groups are. We were doing something for VH1 years ago, and we were shooting a pilot. And we had, me and Jim were roommates, and there was a gay couple that was a roommate, and there was another couple that was a roommate. So me and Jim were writing lines for a lot of it. And the gay storyline is supposed to open up where the two gay guys are walking around and they're looking for their gerbil. And the one guy is like, where is it? And he's like, I don't know. And it was like, and then you pan away. And when you come back, it turns out that the gerbil had just run around, and they got him. But it was amazing that even the implication of that, well, of course, VH1 was like, oh, no, we can't, And then they made it with the way they wanted to. And it was, they wouldn't let me say retard. They wanted me to say moron, which I refused to say. I almost left the pilot. I'm like, I'm not saying that. It's not funny.
Retard.
And I won't say it.
When is it going to change?
They wonder why.
When are we going to push back?
I'm so happy.
When are creative people going to push back?
Creative people do. It's the networks that don't. It's like the people that they work for that don't.
Right.
It's the creative people who want to push back, but it's the people that are not creative that were forced to kind of be a part of show business on the other side of it because they weren't good enough to make it. They're not smart enough or funny enough or talented enough. They can't write. So what their jobs are to sit there and wreck it for everybody. So they side with the advertisers.
Right.
Because those are the people they relate to. Boring.
Let's go to Dave in East Meadow. Dave?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Dave.
I actually saw Chuck and Larry. I'm going to say I did enjoy it, but the furthest they went with the gay references was to say they love gay rough sex. They didn't even kiss at all.
Oh, of course.
So they didn't even kiss throughout the whole movie, and they just said they love rough gay sex?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And why did you enjoy the movie there, Dave?
It had some funny points to it. Adam Sandler did do a good job, but...
But the funny parts, and I was reading a synopsis of the funny parts and lines, and they seemed very, hacky, kind of, all right, we get it, kind of gay jokes.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny to start with, but mid-movie they had to get to that message that, saying the word faggot is wrong.
That's what the message was? I thought the message was looking at Jessica Biel's ass as she opened up that closet in her underwear.
Yeah, a lot of people had to go, obviously. They were on hold. They said the reason they went to the movie was because Jessica Biel's in her underwear. And I would say, well, don't you have the internet?
Exactly.
You could see some great Jessica Biel shots.
It's been people's sig pics for a while now.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Let's say hi to Andy on Long Island. Andy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So you saw I pronounced you Chuck and Larry?
Yeah, I saw the movie over the weekend. I have a friend that was in it, and it was probably like the worst written movie I've ever seen in my life, but the jokes are hysterical in it.
But the
jokes are hysterical. Do you have an example of one, maybe?
I couldn't even tell you because everything was just talking about gay this, gay that, gay this. They had a couple of characters that were like pretty just good, like some really flamboyant guys, and you just wanted to laugh at them.
That's hilarious. Did they do the thing where the guy puts his wrist and makes it limp and goes, "Hi, boys"?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
See, here's what you can't find one funny scene. If someone says to me, "Name a funny scene in a movie." Q&A with Nick Nolte. Here's a funny scene. Hold on, sir.
There you go.
Here's a funny scene. Nick Nolte. Nick. He's like a closet homosexual deep down. He plays like a really angry cop.
Right.
And did you see Q&A?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a scene where he rounds up these tranny hookers. And he's going, "Where's so-and-so?" And he goes, "And how about you, Sylvester?" And he squeezes the tranny's face. And the tranny goes, "I'm Sophia." And Nick Nolte reaches his hand into the tranny's panties and he squeezes. He goes, "Well, what's this?" And he squeezes. And he goes, and then the tranny goes, "Oh!" And he goes, "What's your name?" And the tranny goes, "Sophia." And he squeezes. And she goes, "Stop it, Lieutenant, you're hurting me." And he goes, "Not as bad as I'm going to." "What's your name, you see?" Blanker. And he goes, "Sylvester." Now, to me, that was a funny scene.
There's a funny scene.
Hey, off the instant feedback, Johnny from Vegas, he writes, "I find it funny that the biggest problem you guys have with the movie is the lack of man-on-man action."
Well, we want a little realism.
I mean,
look at that.
Yeah, that's definitely the reason to see the movie right there.
It's a great dumper, but who cares in those awful striped panties?
All right, we'll
Who
take
cares?
one more. We got Molly
She
from
really does look great.
Braintree. Molly, what's up?
Guys, hi. I saw the movie this weekend, and it was actually pretty funny, but that's the stupid kind of humor I'm into. But I was calling because I wanted to tell you that there's really no contact other than holding hands, and as soon as they go to kiss to prove that they are gay in the trial, Dan Aykroyd interrupts them, so it's
of course.
Like the hint that they're going to, and then they get stopped every time they're going to.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It was all right, though.
Yeah.
I don't like Adam Sandler, but I like Kevin James.
They're showing pictures of Tammy Faye. It looks like one is okay and one got some water spilled on it.
He's
melting.
Yeah, it looks like a melting candle.
Like a skeleton.
Why would you have to do that? They show a healthy Tammy Faye on the left. They
Yeah, we understand. She gets ravaged by a disease.
On the right is what we all saw last week, her on Larry King, 65 pounds and melting.
She looks like a bird. Like every time Larry asked her a question, her mouth should have just opened and she should have went,
Larry, I could vomit some garlic into you as nourishment, like a mommy bird.
Yeah, then pulled a couple, just because, she has now passed. A couple clips from the Tammy Faye bit from Friday.
Nicer ones, I hope.
Yeah, just
our
some of the
tribute.
nice ones. How many we got? 4. 4? Are they short?
2 of them are a minute 20.
Well, why don't we play one here then? By the way, at 8 o'clock or somewhere around there, we will have a Bunny Ranch winter update.
That's what I want to hear.
For Father's Day, we sent 2 married guys, fathers obviously, out to the Bunny Ranch to have fun because, remember Bear, he hasn't had sex in, what was it, 17, 18, 19 years?
Yep.
Was it that long?
It was that.
What? 12 years.
It was since his daughter was born.
His twins or something.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get the update. We sent Bear out there to take care of business.
Yeah.
And his wife, who he's still married to and lives with and all that.
Fine with it.
She's like, fine.
Go ahead. I don't want to do it.
Well, today we get the update from Bear. He went out to the Bunny Ranch. We'll see how it was, okay?
Gotta hear that.
Yep. Let's hear this. This is from Friday, the Larry King / Tammy Faye bit.
This is our Larry King, Tammy Faye interview. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always wonderful to welcome her back, a former guest of the show. Always a pleasure. Tammy Faye Baker. Oh, you might have seen her lately as a zombie in Grindhouse. Holy What, did you drink from the wrong grail?
It's just not right, man. It's just wrong. Why don't we play another one? Here's Tim.
Oh, gee.
What happened, E? No, go. Here's Tammy Faye on Larry King Live.
It may be hard to watch what inoperable cancer has done to her. It's tough for us to see Tammy Faye looking so weak. Great, but as you're about to see...
A motley ghoul!
to see if she's 65 pounds, it's all heart. How you doing, dear?
Oh my God! Pretty good, considering the circumstances, Larry.
That's better.
You are in Kansas City, Missouri. That's what are you doing there? What's right there?
We just moved. My husband's children, our grandchildren, are all within 100-mile range of the area, and I felt.
Oh my God.
They're en route. Don't worry. Holy they could strip search you with tweezers. Wow. Well, Tammy Faye's got to go. Yeah. Let me light this. There she goes.
Oh, my God. It's not right, man.
Oh, damn.
Want to hear another one?
You bet I do.
Okay.
Sure.
Great. Here's another one.
How you doing, dear?
I'm doing pretty good, considering the circumstances, Larry.
You are in Kansas City, Missouri. That's what are you doing there? What's right there?
We just moved.
Oh, no.
My husband's children,
no.
and grandchildren are all within 100 miles of the area, and I felt it would be.
Beat that one.
I thought Tammy Faye was supposed to be here. Who put this axle in the seat? Is it true they're going to dig your grave with a garden spade? Is it true, Tammy Faye, you're going to be buried in a flute case? Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ah! I'd offer you a jawbreaker, but... Tammy Faye, I see you're wearing a snakeskin outfit in its original form. Tammy Faye, I see you've walked all the way here in the rain and haven't even gotten wet. Tammy Faye, I loved you in Close Encounters when you walked out of that ship.
Yeah, man, people are getting mad that we're not playing the best parts from this bit from Friday. Alex from Miami, you missed the best part when Aunt mentions that she makes Nancy Reagan look like Queen Latifah.
Oh, my God.
One more before we go to break?
You bet. As many as you can get on this side of the show.
All right, one more.
Tammy Faye, the camera puts on an extra 10 pounds. Can we get 50 cameras in here? You look like you should be bleaching next to a watering hole in Africa.
You know what? Ryan the trucker. Ryan, go ahead.
We're back from commercial, but Tammy isn't.
Oh, God.
What? Do you feel you're going to go to a better place when you die, like a Wendy's? Well, Tammy, the doctors haven't told you how much time you have left, but they told me, so... We'll wait. That's it, folks. Wow.
Wow, yeah, she could have been dying as that was being said.
As that actually could have been. It'd
be fine if they show footage of her house and they're taking her out and you see like a little XM radio next to her bed.
Oh, God.
Like she enjoyed listening to some of the oldies and then she flipped on the wrong station and heard that.
Oh, boy. All right, still lots to go this morning.
Horrible.
Hey, we got to start pumping up What the Hell Is That? We'll do that after the break. We're also going to get your Bunny Ranch winner follow-up phoner. Okay?
That's what I want to hear. What kind of sex went on?
Hopefully we'll talk to Bear next. It's Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Bad boy radio host.
Opie and Anthony.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Good morning to everybody. Rainy day in New York City.
Chocolate rain.
Yeah.
Rain.
Chocolate rain. What happened, Jimmy, during the break? There was a little...
I don't know. There was a little tension. Travis, come in here. There was a little tension between Steve and Travis.
I'd say almost an argument.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, as Travis walks into the studio, don't we have a new phone number to give everybody? I thought you guys told me a new phone number would be...
It's supposed to be.
Is it working today?
I think so. It's 8... Before I say it, let me get my notebook.
Why isn't this updated if we have a new number?
Travis, call him a dummy.
Why isn't it on a prep sheet?
No, I'm not.
Nice.
Oh, forget it.
Everyone's pointing, but
we'll deal with it later.
Pointing.
Is this number working?
877. Well, I'll tell you right now.
There it is.
Give it a try.
Wait.
212-0-N-A.
He's trying. Jimmy's pounding it out now.
Yeah, if I can find the letters. I hate letters.
Don't you hate letters? But people do remember them.
Yeah, did I?
Here it goes. See if we get a call from little Jimmy Norton. Oh, it's ringing. And I see a line. See if this is you.
Hi, who's this?
No.
I called it.
Oh, it's Than.
Than.
Hi, Than. You got something for the show?
Never.
Can you pick up my call?
Oh, which one's yours, Jimmy?
Maybe he's two.
Jimmy?
Meow.
Jimmy?
Meow.
Hello?
Someone else in the room.
Jimmy?
Meow.
I don't know.
I thought he was line 2.
Well, that worked well. Thanks. The phone number is 877-212-O&A.
O&A.
O&A? A-N-D?
A-N-D-A.
Oh, I like that.
A-N-D-A.
877-212-O&A.
Oh.
A. That's it.
O-N.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
877-212-O&A.
Chocolate rain.
By the way, I'm just effing with the instant feedback today. For every person that says, thanks a lot, you mother effer, that song stuck in my head.
Oh.
Every time I read one of those.
Chocolate rain.
I just throw it out there.
Chocolate.
Chocolate rain. So, Jimmy, what happened during the break there?
I don't know. I saw Steve and Travis discussing some phone number, and Travis was legitimately disgusted. Legitimately disgusted. He wasn't faking it. I saw his face. He was legitimately...
What happened, Travis?
I wasn't disgusted. I was
just thoroughly annoyed.
You're instigating, Jimmy.
No, I'm not. What's the truth?
What happened, Travis? What happened?
Nothing. Steve has asked me multiple times this morning if I have certain phone numbers, which every time he asks me, the answer doesn't change. I always do. And then he proceeds to go and call the phone numbers that he's been asking me about all morning. And I'm trying to get in touch with Bear, and he gives me a phone number that Bear's not at. And then that just makes me look stupid because I come in here and I say Bear's not available, and then Steve comes in and says, I just talked to Bear. And
yeah, we promoted that we were going to talk to Bear after the break.
Right.
And Travis comes in during the commercials, and I can't get a hold of him. I call the number I have for Bear, and he's not there. His wife has no updates. I'm like, oh, great. So now we're going to have to make up some radio. And then Steve walks in, unbeknownst, and just casually goes, I called Barry's ready to go after the break.
So, Steve, what happened? What was the problem?
What the hell's going on, man?
Last week, Bear must have called me 3 times, giving me the cell phone number he was going to have with him in Nevada. Apparently, he didn't bring the cell phone with him, and that was the number I gave Travis to call Bear up. And it really, what I was doing was calling the Bunny Ranch to make sure that these gentlemen were up so we could talk to them. And that's all I was doing. I wasn't trying to make Travis look silly.
Well, Travis was thoroughly irritated with me.
That's okay. Travis is allowed to be thoroughly irritated. And I'm sure it'll happen again.
You were annoyed with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was annoyed at the situation.
So they were in a corner bickering.
Yeah.
Just bickering.
Travis had that look. He was just looking. He wouldn't make eye contact with Steve. He was looking down, thoroughly disgusted.
By the way, very good news. The phone's ringing off the hook because now we have a phone number people could remember.
See?
877-212-O&A.
Or the option is 212-877-FLARK.
All right, let's talk to
an L and a Z and 2 Ks.
Let's talk to Bear. If you're kind of a newbie to the show, right around Father's Day, we had a little promotion where we were going to send a couple fathers out to the Bunny Ranch to have a few dates.
To get a real Father's Day gift, not a tie.
Not a stupid
or
tie.
some cologne.
What's
the G doing in that word?
And
Cologne.
And I got to say, as far as radio goes, we met Bear like, I think he was the first phone call.
Yeah.
And then he kind of wrecked a bit. Because it was obvious no one was going to beat Bear.
No one was going to beat him. He was just miserable in his marriage. His sex life was down the crapper. It was an awful example of a life of a guy that used to be a man, and then he's saddled with this hideous wife and time-consuming children, and a wife that doesn't want to do her wifely duties.
Hasn't had sex with his wife in 12 years since the twins were born. Something like that. Still live together. She's too busy, taking care of the house, taking care of 17 cats or something like that.
Always busy with the cats, the house, and the kids.
And a job.
And the job, and the thought of sex to her means nothing. Like, she doesn't care about it. She doesn't want it from him at all. And he's still a guy. He wants to, have some female companionship in some way, shape, or form. So we decided to give him some female companionship.
Yeah.
By sending him out to the Bunny Ranch.
And the wife didn't care because we got her on the phone and she's like, yeah, go ahead, Bear.
Whatever.
Go do what you have to do.
Well, I hope he comes back and after experiencing what he experiences, just tells her to go screw.
I say this ends badly eventually because he's still out there in Vegas at the Bunny Ranch. So let's say hi to Bear. Hey, Bear, what's up?
This isn't a Bear. This is Joe. Wrong guy.
No, go get Bear, Joe. We don't really remember you. Bear's story was much better.
It's George Kennedy.
Yeah, I know.
George Kennedy. Yeah, you don't remember?
No, I remember you, Joe.
Yeah.
We were just kind of making a joke because, see, we just set up the whole Bear thing for 20 minutes.
For Bear.
So as far as a radio show goes, it would be much better to have Bear on right now.
I can explain Joe. I just want the Joe experience, the Bear experience over there at his house to end like the Benoit household.
Oh, my God. Bear.
After he sees what's out there.
What's going on?
Hey, Bear.
I got one thing to say.
Yeah.
To my buddy Joey at Don John. Babinga, forget about it. Oh, awesome, man.
All of a sudden, he turned into a cast member of The Sopranos.
Yeah, what happened?
What the hell happened?
Well, I'm all hungover. Great time. Beautiful girls.
All right, when did you...
Girls Kit Kat Club.
Yeah, when did you... When did you guys fly in?
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. It's pretty early there, too, right now.
It's like what?
Right now, it's like...
5, 10,
yeah, about 5,
like
5:15.
I hear girls.
So you went Saturday morning, and what did you do when you got to the ranch?
We got to the ranch. We met a lot of the girls. Met Dennis.
Why is he on a speakerphone?
Yeah,
Get
off that speakerphone.
Yeah, you're not Gordon Gekko.
Yeah. Let's get you back on the phone. I know you're hungover, but
okay.
You'll have to share the stories with everybody. You can tell them how it went.
Okay.
Obviously, speakerphone so other people in the room could hear, but it's not going to help us.
So you're drunk and hungover right now.
Oh, hungover, yeah.
Yeah, I still hear it in your voice. You're a little drunky.
I got drunk last night. We got some good pictures of me jumping on a trampoline outside. So,
So hold on, Bear. You get to the ranch. What time Saturday?
Yeah, we want to walk you through this.
About 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
What happens at the airport? Does a limo pick you up?
It was a Navigator, nice black Navigator.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde was our driver, great guy.
Good about Clyde. Were there girls in it?
Yeah, they had 2 girls in it first.
2 girls in the Navigator with you, driving from the airport to the Bunny Ranch.
Yes.
And how are these girls? Just hot, right?
Forget about it.
What were they dressed in?
Little short shorts.
Yeah.
High heels.
And were you sitting? Were you guys sitting in the middle?
Pretty much.
Girl on each side.
Well, my girl Felicia was sitting on my lap.
Oh, right on the lap. Nice.
Yeah.
So what? You had your hands on her legs and on her stomach and stuff.
Yeah, those are some parts. Yeah.
Some parts. All right. And was she very aggressive in where her hands were landing?
Oh yeah, she was very. She responded very well.
Ah, wonderful. Look at this. So that's just the drive there.
Wait, he got some on the way?
A little bit, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
oh my God.
Do they on the way? Are you getting like some action that you would think would be something that could be considered like sexual?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was definitely adult.
Look at Bear.
Damn, that's something.
And this is the first time you've been with a woman in what, 12 years?
Something, yeah, about that.
And it's all happening before you even get to the bunny ranch.
Yeah.
Wow.
How they were probably like, look, we got to have sex with this guy. Let's just try to finish up at the car, and then we can relax for the rest of the week.
Right.
They figured he's so horned up.
Thanks.
No offense, but I mean they probably want to take the day off like any other employee. So what happens? You're fooling around in the car. You get to the ranch. What do you do?
We met Dennis, and we met a bunch of the girls, and the show, they gave us a tour.
Did they have to call up the wolf to clean out the car after you guys were done?
Yes. Well, the driver, Clyde, he had, a bottle of Windex with him, and he had something else.
Oh, hell, I shot Clay in the face.
I don't even want to know what the Windex is for.
So you meet Dennis, you take the tour of the ranch, which is great.
What do you like about the ranch? What comes to mind as you're taking the tour?
Which girls I'm going to be seeing later on.
Right.
So they got a little bar area there, too, right?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time there.
So you sit down, you're having a drink, and the girls are just walking around?
Yeah.
All hot and in little shorts and bikinis and lingerie and stuff?
Exactly. Little teddy bear things and high heels, 8-inch heels and 6-inch heels.
And are they interacting with you? Are they saying hi? You talking to them?
Oh, definitely. Coming up, putting their arms around you, giving you little kisses here and there.
Wow.
I would imagine that, Bear, you're a star at this point at the Bunny Ranch, right? They all knew who you were?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially after last night.
Let my girlfriend say one inappropriate thing. I will be on the. I am so dying to go there because they're all like in a good mood with those little skirts. I am so.
Everyone's all like, yeah. When I watch this show, they're all smiling and laughing, and that whole thing with that little bar area just seems like that's where it all begins. Like you're drinking a little, and the chicks are coming over, and you're sparking up little conversations, and then you just go, hey, let's go over here. Yeah. And you're in a room.
Bear, when did you realize you want a divorce? Was it in the limo?
Yeah.
They picked you up.
When I wanted more,
No, a divorce.
A divorce.
On the plane?
When did you realize, wow, I'm going home and I'm getting a divorce?
Actually, that was about 8 years ago, but... Well, put it this way. I was talking to Dennis. He was looking he needs a new driver up here, and I applied for the job.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, actually, I told him, I said, the only thing is I don't know my way around. He says, don't worry, we have a GPS system.
So you don't even need to know your way around. Look at that. You dumped that naggy wife of yours.
Wow, GPS.
Oh, what you could do with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get pussy soon.
They put us in this house.
Hold on, Bear.
Yes, that's GPS, all right.
Yeah, back to you, Bear.
No, they have a beautiful house here. They put it, it was me, Joey, and another guy from Baltimore. 60-inch plasma TV.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Fully stocked kitchen. Everything.
Now, did you get, at one point, you pick a girl?
Yeah, she's sitting here with me right now.
Oh, okay. And you go into one of these rooms. Like, I'm talking about how I see it on the TV show.
Right.
And you go into a room, and she's there to do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
So now, what was it like to have the company of a woman like that after being with your wife who just neglects you in that way for so long? What was that like? What were you feeling?
You're very nervous at first, but
yeah?
let me tell you.
Not too nervous, my friend, I hope.
Yeah, how nervous, Bear? How nervous?
Nervous enough where you're ready to shoot yourself nervous?
Yeah, this girl, Felicia, she's the best, let me tell you.
Yeah, huh?
Oh, she is awesome. Beautiful. I mean, drop dead gorgeous.
Did you feel any, emotions for her?
No.
Just sex.
Yeah.
I was hoping he'd fall in love and
Me too,
big
get ruined.
catastrophe. Yeah, just ruin him.
Cry all the way home.
So,
illusion.
So you took care of business with her, had some fun, right?
Yes.
And now, how long did that last?
We were together 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. How long did that last?
Yeah.
Oh, the first one?
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
I would say 90 seconds.
Look. We got to do the math. I would.
Oh, that's great.
I say it was less than a minute if he's admitting to 90.
I was telling her, you better stop. So don't worry, I'm going to be here for another 2 hours. I said, okay, great.
You better stop. Oh, did the thought of that raggy, nagging wife ever enter your head?
Nope, not all weekend.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what a brilliant, what a great Father's Day gift.
So you guys had sex. You had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
How many funs have you had?
Yeah.
5.
Like you've had fun about 5 times.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Were you only with the one girl?
No, I had 3.
Oh, you selfish pig.
Oink, oink.
I love this guy.
He's probably C-blocking everybody, just taking their chicks.
Get out of my way. I haven't had it in 12 years. Bear, have you called home?
Yeah.
Oh.
And how did that go?
To rub it in, I hope.
Yeah, how did that go?
So like I said, 5 times.
You should have just left the phone off the hook and say, listen, honey.
He was calling home. He was probably hoping that the police would answer and say, sorry, she slipped and she's dead.
I have horrible news for you.
Oh, man, we're like drug dealers. You know, Bear's life's going to be a lot different when he gets home.
Oh, really?
Especially out there because you're not behind a warehouse. It's legal at the Bunky Ranch, and it's like the chicks are hot, and they're not jaded and miserable. I've met enough of them at the Comedy Cellar when Dennis comes in. They're all nice.
Yeah.
None of them hate what they're doing. They're all like making a lot of money, so they're great.
Now, Bear, what do you think? What do you foresee happening? This is over. You go home, and now your wife is there, and you're back to, not having that type of companionship.
Well, I guess it's down to you get back to reality.
Yeah, but that reality, wow, that's something a guy can really deal with. After
it definitely there's going to be some thought to certain things, I guess.
You went to the Disney of these places, and now you go home and ugh.
Hey, it's coming in a lot. I don't know how we say this. How far did you go? Like, did you
what base?
No, we know what base, but now we're talking about
you
how
want to
dirty
know,
the bases are.
How dirty?
Yeah.
How dirty did you get?
Yeah.
Let's see. Was any of this action that took place? Did it involve no
barnyard animals?
No. Did it involve not seeing the girl's face at the time?
Numerous.
And did it involve... because I don't want that to be confused with the normal not seeing her face. I'm talking not seeing her face, and it's very dirty.
Did he go taboo?
Taboo times 3, I would say.
Wait,
wow.
Did you need a warm washcloth when you were finished that you had to throw out when you were done?
No, I needed a warm, wet comforter.
Good boy.
Oh, Jason from Ride, you guys realize that Bear's going to blow his kids' college money just trying to get back to that first night at the Bunny Ranch.
I'm already booked for next weekend.
Oh, they offered him the jet.
Hey, did the other guy you with stay on the phone with us? But did Joe at least have a good time too?
Oh, he had a blast. Well, we had a blast.
Good. Yeah, Dennis gave away 2 trips, which is very cool.
Hey,
amazing.
What do you mean you're booked for next weekend? Is that a joke?
No, I'm just joking.
Well, you never know. I don't know. How many times now? So far, you've had 5. How many are you going for there, Bear?
I think that's I don't know. Maybe one more this morning before I get on the plane because we got to leave at 9:00. Catch the plane back.
What time's your flight?
Mine is at 12:55.
So why are you leaving at 9?
Oh.
12:55. So why don't you try to get a couple more in, man?
I'm gonna.
That's 4 hours. 9:00. How far are you from the airport?
Yeah, well, I'm wide awake now, so
you're ready to go again. And were you on a trampoline last night? You were with a girl jumping around?
No, actually, I was by myself at first, and then a couple of girls came out to watch and cheering me on.
Oh man,
got some good pictures of that too.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring the pictures in.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna email them to you.
You know, the phone call to have is later on this week with Bear after he's been home for a few days.
Oh yeah.
That's if I'm alive.
Please just make her smell it when you get home. Please.
Are you
just rush it under her nose and make her smell it?
I haven't washed my right hand since I'm here, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't wash that any body parts for at least a month. Hey, any souvenirs you're bringing back to the kids and the wife?
No.
No. Yeah, he's bringing home his memories and his hatred for his wife.
Yeah, Stephen S. from Bayshore, he writes, Bear goes to the Bunny Ranch for 2 days, and all of a sudden he sounds like Frank Vincent. Got a little Frank Vincent to you all of a sudden.
He does.
Oh, man.
You feel you're talking like a guy now.
Every man's fantasy.
You were a man like a man is supposed to be.
Yes, that's all thanks to you guys.
Well.
And Mr. Hoff.
All right, listen.
The beautiful Felicia that's sitting here with me right now.
So you highly recommend the Bunny Ranch, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
All right, listen, we could talk to you for another 20 minutes, but time's a wasted.
It's a wasting.
Time's a wasted.
You go have another one, man.
I'm gonna.
Like right now?
Yeah, a few minutes.
After your morning coffee?
No, a couple minutes.
That's great.
Coffee. Sounds something a lot better than caffeine.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying you should just miss your plane. What are they going to do? They're going to have to put you up for another night.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
What a shame.
They're not going to throw you in a hotel or anything.
That's what I would do.
Well, they'll probably cut them off and say, now you got to pay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Got to pay to stay here. Wink, wink.
But wait a minute. Let me ask you, why are you leaving so early for the plane? If it's a 1 o'clock flight.
Well, Joey's flight's like an hour earlier.
Oh,
yeah,
Joey.
bye, Joe.
So long to Joe.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye, Joey.
Yeah,
I'll tell you how the last one was.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, it saves the driver going back and forth to the airport, you know.
All right. You know how dumb I am? I almost asked him what airline he's flying, and then I'm like, he's having sex with hookers. Why would I care?
Who cares?
Jeez.
Well, sir, I'm really glad you had a good time. I don't know what you're going to do when you go home. We're going to have to get an update from you maybe after the first week he's home.
Maybe
and
even
it's really sunk in.
No, by Thursday.
You think by Thursday?
Yeah,
he's
you
just
call
gonna
us
be
back by
fed up?
Thursday, Bear.
Okay. And maybe Anthony can give me, like, a number of a good divorce lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, hers.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was a great time. I want to thank you guys again.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Blast out here, man.
I'm sure. I'm glad you enjoyed your Father's Day gift from the Opie and Anthony show and Dennis Hoff from the Bunny Ranch.
Oh, it was beautiful. Really.
Good, man. You deserved it.
All right, Bear.
Great.
Hey, did you have to use any stimulants?
No.
All natural, huh?
Yeah, this guy's been in that position where it's just, he's been with some raggy wife.
Yeah.
And no sex or companionship in any way like that he wants,
Were you impressed?
Didn't need it.
Were you impressed by your abilities?
Actually, I was.
Yeah.
Actually,
Your prowess.
I have to say, I was like, damn. You go, kid, you go.
You're having an outer body experience. You're watching yourself having fun.
I was like, good boy, good boy.
Look at you go.
All right, Bear. We'll keep in touch. All right.
You got it.
All right. There he goes, Bear.
Man.
Live from the Bunny Ranch. A mere couple hours before he flies.
He sounds like he definitely had the time he was supposed to have and better. Good for him. Good for him.
Barely there 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That must go really
All
fast.
day Saturday night, all day Sunday night, a little Monday morning. That's a lot of sex.
That must go real fast, though. That must just be like, well, you don't want to sleep. You don't want to sleep when you're there. He's talking 3, 4.
How sad is he going to be when he walks into that house later?
Oh, miserable.
That's what sucks about this whole thing.
We'll find out.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll continue.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we talk about what the hell is that next?
Yes.
We really need to start pumping up this contest. It's a great one. We'll explain next. It's Opie and Anthony. Hey, good morning to you. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony.
Hi.
And Jim Norton.
It's funny, Opie and I were just talking during the break, and Philip goes to me, Jim.
Huh, what?
Why the hell haven't you done a book signing on Long Island? I said, I don't know, Op. I don't want to talk about it. And he said, God damn it, do one. I said, all right. So this Thursday, I will be signing at Barnes & Noble.
That was believable.
On 90. That was very good acting.
Yeah.
Because I played your part, too. I was like, Jim!
Why?
Barnes & Noble on Old Country Road, Carl Place.
Our place?
Yeah, you know where that is?
I know where that is. It's actually close enough where I might drop in and say hi and visit my friend Jimmy.
Is it really near you?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, good. I can stop by your place.
All right.
That wasn't very invitational.
Of course you can. I would love for you to.
But it's 7 o'clock at the Barnes & Noble. I didn't know that was by you, actually. It's all right, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of books, Jimmy's is doing very well.
Yeah,
and I read all the Sunday papers, and you made all the lists.
Did I really?
Oh, yeah. I saw one list. You were number 4.
Really?
Yeah, the Daily News or the Post here in New York. They do the top books of the week and stuff, and
I
yours
didn't
was
know
number
that.
4.
The Times list comes out next week.
Okay, I don't know what it was based on, but you made number 4 on this one list. That Harry Potter book, though. Oh, my God.
Dude,
8.3 million in one day or something like that?
The first 24 hours.
It's like twice as many as you sold.
Perhaps more than that, Ant. Just for a second, I allowed myself to hear that.
I know. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
I actually outsold my book by 8.3 million.
No. Jimmy's doing very
I
well.
hate that shirtless sissy. We get it. You're a wizard. We get it. Zap, 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 zap.
Everyone
zap,
gets
zap,
zapped.
zap, zap, zap.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. How do we like that crap? I'm a shirtless boy with glasses. Why can't you zap your corneas and fix them? Stupid. Why don't you give yourself some LASIK?
That's true. He's a wizard.
Dopey
Fix your eyes.
wizard nerd.
That would be the first thing you would do with your powers, right?
And those stupid glasses. E-Rock, if you don't take that goddamn naked picture of him down, I'm bouncing you from the Pal Talk
Yeah.
room.
Oh, he's got
Every time they talk about, anytime it's us. It's
Yeah,
our
well,
show.
it would
What
be
am I
us.
talking about?
I don't know.
Talk about Harry Potter. He throws up the naked picture from Equus when he did the show over there in England, and he's naked. He has it like at the drop of a hat. E-Rock can pull that picture up.
Of course he does. It's erock.com. That's what there is.
Hold on. For Fast Freddy. Oh, that's not it.
Oh,
though.
Fast Freddy's a
What?
nice
Oh,
laugh.
boy, that's not it, though. For Fast Freddy.
Chocolate rain.
Yeah.
Oof.
Hey,
That shirtless boy is on top of the book world again. Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
J.K. Rowling, I'd like to push her face into a toilet.
Chocolate rain.
I know that didn't rhyme, but I don't care.
Chocolate rain.
I'd love to do a book signing the same time as they're doing a Harry Potter event, just to have
Oh, would that be great?
200 mutant fans and 10,000 just giggling children in their dumb costumes, and hand them my book instead. We're out of Harry Potter's. Read this, you little you little you know what you are. It begins with an SH and it's not good.
They just look at the back cover and start crying.
Mama, Harry got fat. Quiet, kid.
Chocolate rain.
Quiet, kid. Mama, Harry got ugly and he lost all his charisma.
Chocolate rain.
Mama, Harry is zapping hookers with a different type of wand.
Chocolate rain.
Stupid Harry Potter. What's it called? And the what?
Harry Potter.
Shallow Hals or something. He zaps a fat chick and she drops 50. Harry Potter and the Shallow Hals.
Well, it looks like this Harry Potter's been under your skin all weekend.
A little bit.
I'm telling you, when I was creeping up on Amazon, I knew it wouldn't last because, again, you're competing with The Secret and all these other dumb books. But that Harry Potter was unmovable, and you knew it was, and I just hate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just that huge.
Yeah, whose decision was it to have the book come out the same time a Harry Potter book comes out?
It actually didn't matter because you're not competing with him technically. I mean, it was fine. I mean, I'd rather compete against that than like another, whatever.
Well,
fiction.
Than had a little bit of news about the rankings in the books in the Harry Potter book.
Oh,
The
Deathly
Than, if you would.
Hallows, yeah, okay.
The Deathly Hallows. What are Hallows?
I don't know.
Hallows.
What are they?
What's up, Dan?
Yeah, they count Harry Potter as a children's book, so it doesn't make the New York Times bestseller.
Can you believe that? You sell that many books and you don't get it because you're
I'm
a
sure
children's book.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm sure she's crying in her castle that's bigger than the Queen's.
Yep.
She's a billion. Well, they're bigger than the Times list. The bottom line is 8.3 million copies. It outsold the Times. I mean, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
No one cares. There's what's the Hallowed Deathly? What are Deathly Hallows?
Oh, I don't know, but don't go near him unless you're a wizard.
I know with glasses.
Chocolate rain.
Take off my glasses, and I'm not a good wizard because I zap the wrong things.
You don't get a chocolate rain?
I certainly do.
It was too wordy.
Please?
Nope.
All right.
Chocolate rain.
Harry Potter is a little douche.
Chocolate rain.
I'd like to give Hermione that first kind of pain.
Chocolate rain.
Oh, no.
I don't know what Dumbledore is, but I hate it.
Chocolate rain.
What was the last one he did? Because Harry Potter, the guy who played him, is 41 now. That's funny. Harry Potter and the DMV line.
Well, I'd like to wish him a very happy birthday today. He's 18 years old today on Don Imus's birthday.
Happy birthday to
Who is
Don Imus.
67. Look at me. I'm like the birthday guy.
Yeah, it's birthday Monday.
You know why? Birthday Monday.
Birthday Monday.
Because when I drive in, 1010 wins at the local
How did
news
you know
station.
that? Yeah.
The local news station says, and birthday is today, blah, 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 blah. And I pick up a couple of tidbits, like Don Imus.
What's your homepage? Google fruit?
Harry Potter.
Hey, we got Deanne checking in on instant feedback. We used to be able to say his name on the radio, but now we can't.
No way.
Blank nozzle.
The nozzle?
Yeah, the nozzle.
Oh, my God. Why?
Wait a minute.
Oh, Hermione.
Why can't you say
Or
that?
can you? I don't know.
You absolutely can.
Douche nozzle?
You certainly can say that a nozzle is a piece of equipment. Of course you can.
All right. Douche nozzle. He writes, Sir Anthony, will any of your casino winnings be handed over to that C, formerly known as your ex-wife? If you're just tuning in, Anthony is still on a winning streak with the casinos. He went back to Mohegan Sun. The last time he was at Mohegan Sun, he won $50,000 playing blackjack. Most of you know that. Well, if you're just tuning in this morning, he took Mohegan Sun for another $100,000. He's up $150,000. He's officially a whale, and Mohegan Sun now wants to fly him on a private jet the next time he wants to come to Mohegan Sun. That's what we're up to.
As far as that situation goes, I just want to make sure everyone does know that we do radio bits here from time to time, and the whole casino thing was just a bit. What do you think? I'm winning that much money at a casino for real? Of course it's a bit. She is entitled to have that money. How about when I lose?
Nice. Oh, boy.
She is entitled. She has learned the place. The way to have
So, are you saying you were just joking about this?
I was only joking.
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 Betty Porter!
No.
Come on, everybody.
No.
No, I don't believe.
Oh, you know.
I'll have to check.
Oh, you know she's gonna try. Though. You just know she's gonna try.
Well, I don't remember.
We have more Larry King.
I was betting money and I don't remember.
Oh, by the way, not to 18 years old, the new one is Harry Potter and that dangerous driving test. Oh, Harry Potter and the snooty voting booth. Harry Potter and the drafted and killed in action. How great would that be?
But still
Harry
can't
Potter,
drink.
Still can't drink.
But he could die for, well, America anyway. I don't know.
Ugh.
I don't know what
He's
they're...
killed by a falling awful book.
Wave his wand as a roadside bomb explodes.
Yeah. All right, listen. What the hell is that? Coming back to the Opie and Anthony show. What the hell is that? Part 2. Or the sequel. Whatever.
What the hell is that?
This is an amazing, amazing show if we can get it together. What are we trying for? A week from Thursday?
Yes.
I think. A week from Thursday, we're going to do What the Hell Is That 2. If there's something on your body and you're pretty sure it's not supposed to be there, we want to see it.
Whatever it is, whatever kind of anomaly you have on you.
Look, we all walk around and all of a sudden something's going on and you're like, what the hell is that?
The hell is that?
A lot of us, we don't even want to go to a doctor, so we just kind of hope it just goes away on its own.
Just leave it there.
We give you the opportunity to come in here with your what the hell is that. We have doctors here. And they kind of look at you and tell you what you got.
They'll give you a basic, opinion of a diagnosis.
Yeah.
That you can then follow up with a real doctor.
They basically tell you go see your real doctor.
Yeah. If you have something that's, sometimes they could just look and go, that's nothing, idiot.
Yeah.
How long? Some guys, too, have had these things on them for years.
Yeah.
So it's not terminal or anything like that, but you're wondering, what the hell is it? What the hell is that?
The last time we did this, it was one of the best shows we've ever done. And speaking of which, because of that show, Jimmy quit smoking.
I certainly did.
He was so freaked out by some of the people coming in with their oddities that Jimmy had his last cigarette that day, half a cigarette, because Anthony finally said, just put it out and start.
I was going to finish the pack, and Anthony gave me such a scolding. He's like, why don't you just throw them out?
It's like, you throw them out. If you are quitting and you're dedicating yourself to quit, don't say after this pack.
I had one more cigarette. I went into the hallway and in NEW, had my last Parliament, and then Esty from the cellar immediately took me and got me the patch, and I have not smoked since.
You used to smoke Parliament.
And I think that's 5 years ago. I think I was looking at old pictures. I think it was 2002, right?
December of 2001. I believe it, because we were
more
off
than
the
5
air.
years ago.
I was away from cigarettes.
Obviously, yeah.
Nice clean lungs.
Yeah, I had a doctor tell my lungs are fine.
That's awesome. So, grand prize, we got an Apple iPhone.
Oh, nice.
Well, there you go.
Second prize just for coming in, and you're also a radio star. $250, little cash in your pocket.
That's nice too.
I'm going to throw some money and make that $262.
We might.
Wow.
If we see some real good stuff, we'll throw some of our own money in there.
Hey, you know how I get.
That's what we've been doing lately. So, and third prize is $100. So maybe we'll up that the prize a little bit on our own, or maybe the company will try to beef these prizes up for us. But it's What the Hell Is That? We're doing it a week from Thursday. Looking for some weird crap you got going on, and you come in here and we get the doctors to diagnose you. We all laugh and have fun, and then
Just go, what is this? I got this in my ear, or they have this in my nose or my mouth, or let me show you what's going on with my knee.
Yeah.
And then you go, what the hell is that? What's going on there?
Yeah.
And then they say, whoa, that's a calcium deposit or something. Maybe go see a doctor.
My favorite from the last time we did this was the guy that sweat.
Half and half.
Would only sweat on half his body.
Made me eat hot wings.
After he eats hot foods. That was bizarre.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but the doctors were able to tell the guy. And it turned out that he was okay. It wasn't something that was going to really cause any major problems in his life.
No.
So if you want in on this, What the Hell Is That? You could email Travis at foundrymusic.com.
We're still trying to figure that out, too. What the hell is that, guy or girl?
Travis at foundrymusic.com, or you can give him a call right now, 877-212-O&A is our new phone number.
Hey, can somebody tell me, by the way, what happens at the end of the Harry Potter? Does he die? I'm sure he lives, right?
Oh, boy.
The last book that's out. See, because they always do this. The book comes out when the movie comes out, kind of a thing. So the last movie came out. Now the book is out, and yeah.
How do you know this?
I'll be able to tell you tomorrow.
Dan loves the books. I read the first one. It's easy to make fun of it. It's a good read. And the movies are really good, and they're getting darker. The last Harry Potter movie was actually a good movie to check out.
Oof. Yeah.
How many books are there?
Try it, man.
How many books?
Yeah.
6.
7. This is the 7th.
7? I thought they were movies.
You like it?
6
I'm
movies.
enjoying it thoroughly.
No, then we're not up to 6 movies, are we?
I think there's 6 movies.
No, we're only up to 4, I think.
What?
Oh, 5 movies?
Tell me a couple of the other
7
character
books,
names.
5 movies. What happened?
Well, then
They didn't make a movie out of every book?
Yeah, they're behind, though.
How are they that far behind?
They just are.
They have to find a Harry Potter that doesn't have a beard.
Guy's going to be freaking exactly.
He's Harry Potter.
Well, if he dies, then
they might have to
more
switch out
movies.
Harry soon.
I hope so.
Yeah, because they got a couple more movies.
You
to
just
make.
keep rolling with that Hermione.
Yeah.
Wait, well, excuse me. Than read 500 pages yesterday?
Sure did.
How long is that stupid book?
It's like
700 some.
Oh, my God.
Pages.
What a queer.
Yeah, I'd like to smash your face with your little teeny, but you'd probably beat me up. But you have your little teeny nudge reading glasses. Oh, peruse. Look, Harry and Dumbledore are having an adventure.
He probably has wizard glasses.
Of course he does, and a hat.
Yeah, look, puts on his outfit.
wizard glasses.
Just to get into it a
How
little
else
bit.
are you supposed to read them?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh, and his girlfriend walks in. Oh, honey, don't make any noise. This is the scary part of the book. I thought you were one of the wizard fighters.
By the way, Dumbledore is dead. He died in the 6th book.
Good.
Yeah.
I hope it was cancer that got him. Him and Tammy Faye went 10 minutes apart.
Dumbledore, you look awful. What happened?
Hey,
Dumble douche.
It's
We got 2 Larry King clips to get to before we leave this side of the show.
Tell me the name
Go
of one
ahead.
other character before I belt you.
Ron.
That's not a character.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's Ron. That's what they do when they're scared. They Ron. Tell me another character name.
You want like a very wizardy sounding
Yeah.
name?
Yes.
Sirius Black.
Yeah.
I didn't write it. I just enjoyed it
Dude, I'm
thoroughly.
telling you guys, rent the last couple of movies especially. They're good movies. The first one was kind of like geared more toward kids. but then
let
they
me
start
tell
getting
you.
darker to bring
First
more
one.
people in.
The first one I saw.
I don't remember
I don't
the
even
first
think
one
was
anymore.
the first one. The first one I saw, they're riding on their little brooms. They're riding. They're having little broom races.
They fly
and I was
brooms?
like, I'm done. I'm done with this.
Of course you should be. What kind of queer wizard rides a broom?
I wasn't into the broom race.
Do yourself a favor. How about this? Just rent the last movie because you don't really need to see the movies prior. and then come in here and give you a review.
I want to see where he stores the broom when he's not riding it. You notice he's just walking around with his legs bent, sweeping up. Stupid Harry. I gotta ride my broom.
Hey, we're not going to be able to play our Larry King clip before we get off the air.
Come on.
Tammy Faye.
Get back to Larry.
I got lots to add, though, about Harry Potter.
We'll do it after the break, trust me, because we're gonna enjoy beating you up for the next half hour. It's very rare we get a chance to go after fans.
Right.
So we got what? Larry King. Last interview with Tammy Faye. Of course, she died over the weekend. She was 65 pounds on Larry King. Everybody was horrified by the video. CNN knew you'd be horrified by the video. That's why they had the video to get the ratings up. That was the only reason they interviewed Tammy Faye on TV the other day. And we acknowledged that, and we decided to have a little fun with it.
Yes.
Here's our version of Larry King interviewing Tammy Faye.
What have the doctors said to you about how much time you may have left?
Now go home and get your shine box.
What have the doctors said to you about how much time you may have left?
What's that supposed to be? Some kind of sick joke?
And you know that cool bastard Larry King made her sit through a commercial.
We got a short commercial break as your life ticks away.
Right.
To most people, it's just a break. To you, it's a large percentage of your life.
What have the doctors said to you about how much time you may have left?
I have.
Could you pay up front?
All right, listen, the next clip is what? It's too long to play here. We got to get off the air.
Damn it.
Hey, I want to acknowledge 92.3 K-Rock here in New York City. They got Metallica today doing afternoon drive.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
The hostile takeover here in New York City will be with Metallica.
Yeah.
From 3 to 7. And, you know, you're listening from somewhere else in the country. I understand that. But another reason I want to mention 92.3 K-Rock today, they do something that's really cool that I'm really into. On their website, they have the O&A page. And they do a show rundown that is really, really good. Al, who runs the dump button for us, he writes up the rundown of the show, and he includes links of all the stuff we talk about. So I'm sure today, you know, because we talked about the bikini girls like mowing your lawn, he'll actually have that video you can click right on and check out for yourself. So it's 923krock.com. Look for the O&A page and check out the rundown if you haven't yet. He's doing a really good job. He's a pretty good writer, so just want to acknowledge that today, okay?
Right.
All right, if you're not joining us over at XM, have yourself a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Welcome to the second half of the Opie and Anthony Show, exclusively on XM Satellite Radio.
Yes, live, uncensored. We can say anything we want.
I think we're still being heard on XM. I don't know.
Yeah,
we don't have much contact with anybody at XM these days.
Yep.
Man, the contact drastically dropped off after our suspension.
Yeah, they're down there in Washington doing something. We don't know what it is. They don't know what
the hell's going on.
That's just the way it works.
Get questions all the time, like, yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know. So when do you think, is there going to be a...
That's if we get a voice on the phone.
Yeah, usually nothing.
The emails have dropped off. The phone calls have dropped off drastically. The merger seems like a really good idea for everybody. Let business just completely come to a halt for about a year, and then maybe it goes through, maybe it doesn't.
Yeah.
But, you know, I imagine it's tough to, like, run the business on a day-to-day basis.
Must be, not knowing.
When a lot of those guys don't even know if they're going to have jobs down there. They don't even know if they're going to have jobs in the new company. We don't know if we're going to have jobs in the new company.
That's how it works.
Mergers are weird because everyone... There's things they want to do, but they kind of can't do until they know if the merger goes through.
If the merger's going through, they know if it does go through, some people get the boot.
Right.
That's just how it works. But hey, Cardinal Egan has expressed his backing of the merger.
Great.
Says it'll be a good thing. So apparently the company's offered them a show or something.
Obviously.
I don't know what that means, but
they're in cahoots together, obviously.
Something's going on there.
Some weird back
Cardinal
room.
Egan show.
What the hell's going on in the back room?
Shock jock.
Anyway, and I did get an email from Don Wicklin. And he said that the permits were signed, and it's full speed ahead on our brand new studio over at the other joint.
Does he have, did they give him the pointy stick in the garbage pail to go out in the yard and clean up the garbage? Isn't that his job?
I don't know what he does.
I don't know what he does there anymore. I think he picks up the garbage out in the yard in Washington.
Yeah,
he just has a big stick with a point on it.
Who?
Wicklund. That's what he does. I don't hear from anybody.
No one talks to me.
So I assume that's what he does.
Well, we do have a new picture because E-Rock goes over to the old joint every day and takes pictures of our old studio and the progress. And the last time we checked on the studio, there was 2 ladders, you might remember, and then there was 1 ladder, and then there was 2 again. So that was quite the progress.
Here's what I don't get.
What?
I've been on a lot of job sites.
Yeah.
In my day when I used to work for a living.
4 or 5?
Work for a living. 4 or 5. Could perhaps more than that, Jim. There's nothing worse than a chair in a job site because it means someone is sitting the fuck down. And my bosses, I know, and a lot of the supervisors on job sites will not even allow a chair to be on a job site like that. You'd be in the area where you eat lunch or something, maybe, but usually you're sitting on a crate. There's no chairs. Why is there a chair in that workspace? There's work to be done, not sitting. I want that chair gone in the next picture. Gone, I tell you.
But I do see boxes. What's in the boxes? Do we know?
The boxes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes are now in the old studio, and I noticed that they're removing the mirrors.
Oh, zoom in. Zoom in.
Zoom in on the boxes.
Let's see what the boxes are.
And I want a different
Enhance. They just look like file boxes.
It says banker's box.
Oh, shit. Here's what they're doing, dude.
What?
They've taken out everything, and now they're storing crap in the space they're supposed to be working on, which means, you know what happens to that room in your new house when you go, I'm going to turn this into like a den or an
turn
office
this into a media room
or something, media room. Yeah. And then you go, well, let me just throw some stuff in here for a little while. And you know when you take it out? The next time you move.
Wait, no. Here's why I think you're wrong. Because they're expanding the studio so much that the area that these files used to be in is being worked on as part of our new studio, so they had to move them out of the way.
Oh, Iraq, is this true? Is that did that come from the area that's being worked on and is really at a very rapid pace being turned into a studio?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is that true? Not at all.
Of course not. What is the other side? What does the other side of the studio look like? The other side of the by our office.
Pictures of the other side.
Yeah, this angle stinks.
Yeah. Start getting like
do a panorama.
There you go. And I see they're taking the mirrors off the ceiling, which is good news.
Yeah, we didn't like those.
So they're
that whole grid's got to go, right?
Yeah,
they're taking that whole ceiling grid, so the ceiling is going to be raised up a little higher, and it's just going to be bare, like the pipes and stuff. It's going to look very industrial.
Yeah,
and they're going to put some cool metal stuff in there.
And I want a little sectioned off area in the corner with like a yellow half circle around it, where I can just stand in there and tap dance and sing la 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 la.
All right, you want a la 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 space.
My own area.
Yeah, that'll be getting done.
Oh, here's the other side.
Is that the other side?
Got it.
Wow.
I see some bat of insulation on the floor.
Yeah,
I see more places for people to sit.
That's healthy.
It's exactly the fucking same it looks.
It looks the same. And there's Ron and Fez's little closet studio.
Oh, my God. I don't even recognize that anymore. Yeah,
I don't even recognize
where
the
they're broadcasting from. Well, this was supposed to be done already.
Oh, please.
We want out of here. We want to go back to doing the walk.
Yeah.
We enjoyed the walk. It helps the whole rhythm of this weird thing we do every day.
Well, just in time for the walkover when it's 0 degrees out again. Perhaps.
Well, but they said full speed ahead. So
full speed.
Today your update is there's 8 boxes in the
8 boxes
studio.
that look like they have nothing to do with construction. They look like file boxes and an office chair in there. I think somebody is working in our space, but not constructing. They're doing like clerical work.
All right.
It's my new office, gentlemen.
Hey, Stoner Matt from Bayonne.
Bayonne.
As we move on here, does Opie recommend renting the Bridge of Madison County as well? Bag.
I guess they didn't like the fact that you like the Harry Potter movies.
Now, one person is going to step up and say that the movie isn't that bad.
I'm sure here comes one person to step up right now.
But have you seen it?
I just saw the one with the broom races.
That's like the early
they
Harry
were just
Potter.
baby shit. It was like
did
nothing.
They, or did they not get darker thin?
Well, I got into it because I actually... This sounds like I'm making excuses. I had to watch the third one.
Oh.
I don't need to really make excuses because I've read all the books since. But for Steve, wanted to see if there's any drops we could use for the show.
And any young boys talking?
Yes, and sorry. And so I watched it and I enjoyed it. So I got all the books, and it turns out they're good. They are very they get more mature and interesting as they progress.
Do they?
They make a good movie, yeah.
What was interesting about the movie you're talking about? Tell me something that was interesting about it. That I would like.
Well, they have Gary Oldman plays a very...
Why are you falling for this?
Well, no, look, he might be able to. I like Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman is very good.
Yeah.
I would have said, no, why don't you watch the fucking movie yourself?
No, it's a very
He
valid
is
question.
setting you up, young fan.
No, I'm not.
All right.
He plays this. Well, I don't want to give away, but there was a very cool plot
I don't
twist.
care. Give it away. It's
all right.
already.
Well, they start as a bad guy and he turns into a good guy.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's not selling me on the movie. Gary Oldman was bad, but now he's good. I like him better when he's bad.
I like him when he's bad.
Is he like the cop in The Professional with a suit
Oh, is
screaming
that
and fucking
good?
doing pills? That's how I want to see Gary Oldman.
That is going to be
Murdering
turns his
people
head and
with
just
Beethoven.
kills children.
Yeah. So what's cool about the third movie that I would like?
I like that. I like there was a good story with a good plot twist, and I was interested in what happened to the people. You need something specific,
like when I told you about Q&A before.
like a scene
when
like
he was
that.
squeezing, I didn't say this on Q&A. Nick Nolte reaches into the tranny's panties, and he goes, "Sophia, huh? Well, this must be a little Kotex and cotton balls." "Oh, Lieutenant, you're hurting me." And he goes, "Don't you come in my hand, you cocksucker, I'll rip it off." It's the fucking best dialogue in history is in Q&A. And
Well, they don't have sound bites of that caliber.
but I mean, when you said to me,
Jimmy enjoys dialogue.
Like, where's my wand?
If someone said to me,
That's what
Jim,
you'd get.
or any scene, "Hey, what was a great scene in Clockwork Orange?" When they fucking ding 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 dong, when they walk into the guy goes, I suppose you better let him in, and they rape the woman and they paralyze the man by beating him.
Good scene.
To I'm Singing in the Rain when he's slapping the guy in the face.
Very memorable.
Or the girl, he puts a ball in her mouth, and I can tell you a scene I like.
Yeah.
What's a scene you like from Harry Potter?
When they travel back in time a couple hours and sort of interweave the two plots of the two events running simultaneously.
Yeah, I
It's
like
very-
All right, that
like that
sounds
too,
interesting.
man.
I like that time travel shit.
They do a little time travel. Hey,
He doesn't want to ruin it.
hold on.
Ruin it.
This could be a little dangerous for me, but I'm praying that I hear some manly voices here. Brian from Brooklyn. I like Harry Potter movies. Let's go to Brian in Brooklyn. Brian?
What's up, Hope?
Hey, Brian.
Totally agree with you. Much darker. I actually seen some young kids having to leave the movie theater because they were crying because it was too scary for them, just from the opening scene.
Oh, that was a hole in the bottom of the popcorn box. It's a wand, just like Harry has. Tug on it.
I actually was very surprised that they made a darker movie that was a little more mature, knowing that their real audience is kids.
Well, the audience is probably getting older, too.
Yeah.
You think that's where...
true. Harry's 18 fucking years old.
Exactly. Harry's naked next to a horse.
Let's go to Turtle from Whackbag. What's up, Turtle?
Hey, Opie, I agree with you. I had to take my kids to see that movie, and it wasn't that bad. The final fight scene was actually pretty visually spectacular. It was really pretty cool.
See?
No one's giving me anything.
I just saw that broom race one.
No, the first two stink awfully.
Well, that was what? Christopher Columbus?
Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus.
Oh, what's his name? Chris Columbus? Yeah.
They just tried to cram as much stuff from the books without necessarily making a good movie.
And then he gave up, and then they gave it to the other director, and a lot of people were thinking, "Oh boy, now we got problems." But it turned out now it's
that it was good.
He's making movies that are darker, that are a little more interesting.
Well, is there a dark scene fan with Dudley Dursley?
What's
Or
wrong
how
with
about
Dudley Dursley?
Dudley Dursley's a cunt. Or how about this? Cedric Diggory's on the scene.
No. Is he?
I have one that will definitely... it beats them all.
I'd like to shit in Cedric Diggory's mouth. What do you think of them apples?
Which one beats them all?
How about a young lady named Bellatrix Lestrange?
Yeah.
I hope her big tricks is that she ties her pussy lips like a knot because they're long. Bellatrix has long labia. That's her fucking trick. And Harry slaps him with the wand and they laugh. Even my wizardry cannot make these meat curtains normal.
My wizard.
Get back to those names. Neville Longbottom. Has he been molested? He's right under Uncle Longcock and Neville Longbottom.
Neville Powerbottom.
That's right. And then it's Neville repressed memories. And Harry uses his wizardry to make Neville remember that he was not eating cotton candy. He was, in fact, being raped.
Neville Longbottom.
Thanks.
Hey, let's say hi to Ryan in Georgia. Ryan.
Hey, Opie.
What's up, buddy?
Want to call and agree with you. I think Harry Potter was a great movie, and I'm in Georgia, so I have to be a closet fan, kind of. Ramon! Harry Potter is a faggot! Harry Potter has AIDS! Fracas!
Well,
thank you. That was Lucius Malfoy. Was it? Tell me something about Lucius Malfoy, then. I'd like to know about Lucius Malfoy.
Well, Jim, he's Harry Potter's nemesis at the school.
Ooh.
But don't forget the name of the school, Hogwarts, Jim.
Yeah, Hogwarts.
I thought that was a guy.
No, that's the school.
Hogwarts?
Yeah. What's wrong with Hogwarts?
I don't know. That's what you get when you fuck carelessly. After that observation's been made.
Still funny, Jimmy. Still funny.
What do you keep going to this thing for?
Now I know how silly I look when I try to defend EverQuest.
What?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, what about... you said Ron was the guy's name. Give me a name, Ron. You didn't say his name was Ron Weasley.
I must have forgotten.
Weasley.
Hogwarts. I gotta go to Hogwarts. Oh, it bugs me.
I like Hermione.
Because it sounds like Heine.
It sounds like Heine, and she's got a cute Heine.
Wait, what's that last name, Ben?
I can't... Phileas Flitwick?
Phileas Flitwick. Fitwick. Phileas Fitwick. Tell me something about Phileas.
Oh, he's one of the professors at the Hogwarts school.
Oh, I bet he's a real stogie curmudgeon, huh?
Is it Flitwick
He's a little
or
guy,
Fitwick?
actually.
It is Flitwick.
What does he teach?
All right.
Charms.
Look how he says it. He looks at me and goes, charms.
Oh, does he teach, like, spells and things of magical ilk?
Yeah, because they're at a wizarding school.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What other classes are there in wizard school? There's charms.
Potions.
Potions is a good one.
Herbology.
Yep.
Do the potions, are all of them delivered out of a long skin thing with a helmet on the end, and they say, if you enjoy this movie, here's a potion for you. Fucking Hogwarts.
Defense against the dark arts.
Defense against the dark arts.
Yes.
But where do they learn the dark arts?
From bad people.
So somebody could graduate there from Hogwarts and turn bad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
How come there's no fucking wizards named Ted Burns?
I am Ted Burns, the wizard.
Why do they all have shitty names? Like, how about Professor Frank Lark? Why does it have to be fucking, why does it have to be like Dolores Umbridge or Albus Dumbledore?
Hey, would you take a trucker's opinion on this whole thing?
Yeah.
All right, Talon the trucker. He's a faithful listener. What's up, Talon?
It was a good movie. It was better than the last one. But my wife, who's read all the books, pointed something out to me that when it all comes down to it, and it's all about the wands. In the first book, they made such a big effort in the book about when he got his wand, and then in the fourth book, they had this whole thing, a chapter there for weighing in the wands. If Travis has the last book there, go to the last page of the last chapter,
Why don't you
epilogue,
die?
and read it there, and it all comes down to the friggin' wands again.
Fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
How come, all right, who's Kingsley Shacklebolt?
He's a large black gentleman.
Is he really?
Oh, yeah.
What's he do?
Shacklebolt.
Shacklebolt. How sensitive?
Jesus.
He tries to apprehend dark wizards.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
You mean like bad ones? Or?
Yes. not
Okay.
their,
I was wondering. I'd never seen the movie. I thought maybe they could have had that.
How about this? How about a wizard named Pete Hanks?
Why not?
Why not?
Hey, Jimmy, Dr. Steve likes the movies.
Does he?
And you're a fan of Dr. Steve.
Yeah, again, that goes back to Hogwarts, because he's made his living.
Curing Hogwarts?
Curing Hogwarts. He didn't know what it was about.
And Chuck in New York City likes it as well. I love the Harry Potter movie.
Yeah.
And so did my boyfriend Larry.
How come no Phileas or services are calling in?
What about Nymphadora Talks?
Petunia? Is there a Petunia?
How about this? How about a Nate Stevens?
There you go.
Huh?
Doesn't sound magical.
How about this? Oh, no, it's that wizard, Charlie Burns.
Charlie Burns?
It doesn't sound wizardry.
Oh, no, it's Professor Ted Frump.
All right, let's say hi to Chris in D.C. Chris, what's up?
Hey, guys, I just wanted an opportunity to make a small correction. Jimmy was asking who Lucius Malfoy was, and Dan's answer was that he was Harry's nemesis in school. Well, Lucius is actually the father of Draco Malfoy, who is Harry's nemesis in school, and Lucius is
Oh,
the
my
Death Eater.
So basically,
Oh,
Ben
my
is
God.
stupid.
What's happening?
Oh, Than, you didn't even get it right.
I know. Who do you think
Oh,
you
my
are anyway?
God.
Teddy Lupin?
I need my Harry Potter facts.
What's
and
wrong with
I
Teddy
just have
Lupin?
you.
Everything.
I was right. I don't know what that guy said.
Ah, fuck him then.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, who does he think he is? Jimmy Peaks?
Hey, it took talking about Harry Potter to get these phones ringing. That's all I care about. Sonny Farrelly from Boston. What does he got about Harry Potter? Sonny, what's up?
Hey, what's happening? Yeah, my father-in-law, right? He'll sit down and watch like Goodfellas with me, but as soon as like Harry Potter goes on, he'll leave the room because he's a very devout Christian man, and he feels as if it's all like pagan religion shit, you know. Yeah. He'll go around the house with crosses and like, the kids. This is just a way to get the kids into Satanism.
Wait, you know what? In Canada, when I was in Canada, which one is called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah.
Okay, there's another name for that in Canada.
Why?
Not Sorcerer's Stone.
It's Philosopher's.
Philosopher's Stone.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know that.
It's
But he's
probably
so serious,
because...
though. I mean, they're sitting in church.
They don't like the
movie and how,
whole. Yeah, I'm just talking right over this guy because I don't give a flying fuck what he's talking about at this point.
This
He's just
guy is
repeating
Sonny
himself.
Farrelly. He's
I know,
he's
Sonny.
a faithful listener.
I
to the show.
play poker with Sonny.
All right.
Occasionally.
All right, Sonny. Thanks.
All right, you're welcome.
Let's say hi to Chris in Bayside. Chris, what's up?
Yeah, hey, you...
Horace Slughorn, you're on the phone.
No, it's Chris.
Horace Slughorn.
Go ahead, Yaxley, I'm sorry.
Dick Burns?
Chris, no one heard you.
Go ahead, say it again.
Yeah, don't they teach the dark arts in Harlem?
And what was the professor?
All right.
Why didn't he say it twice?
I don't know where he went.
All right, Narcissa Malfoy, you're on line 4.
Why are you getting angry?
Because Harry Potter is the only normal name in the whole fucking series. Harry Potter, his grandfather was a fucking colonel in MASH. Mildred, horse hockey. My grandson's a wizard and I molest him. Oh, horse hockey. Shut up.
But they're just keeping it fun for the readers with different names.
Well, then why not fucking call it
fantasy names?
you
Like
know,
it's mystical.
How about this?
Mystical.
How about this fucking Negro
Wizard.
cunt sniffer? That'd be a fucking great one.
How about impossible to remember the fucking names when you're reading the book?
Oh no, Jizz Bucket Turd Burglar. Oh no, he's here to steal my soul with his wizardry. Oh no. Oh no, Fuckstick Snot Noggin is here. Fuckstick Snot Noggin, what do you want? I'm here to steal your grandmother's clit, and I'm going to eat it and make a magical potion.
Good Ed.
Oh yes, I'll defeat you with my wizardry. Because I'm the normal named boy, Harry Potter.
Little Harry Potter.
That's right.
Did you got any other names there, Jimmy?
I'm sure some will come.
Yeah. Any other classmates that might be of Harry Potter?
Yes. Colostomy Stephen Cunt. Oh no, it's Colostomy Stephen Cunt. What does he want? He squeezes bags of shit on everybody and they run away. I'll defeat him with some wizardry. Begone, colostomy. Shut up, faggot. Have a bag of shit on you.
Because it's part of his wizardry.
That's right. Your wizardry is no good against my firing shit bags. I have the Sorcerer's Stone. Yeah? Well, I have a colostomy bag full of shit.
It's part of my...
There you go. Wipe your glasses off now, wizard boy. I'm a wizard. No, you're not. You're a faggot with a wand. I'm Colostomy Stephen Cunt. Spelled Stephen, like king. With no hyphen.
I didn't know there were so many new characters.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, E-Rock's bringing up a good point. The sport where you fly around on your broom, Ant was a big fan of. It's called Quidditch.
Yeah, that was a Quidditch.
Quidditch.
Oh, that's what I saw, and it was like, stop it. It's like the fucking race in Star Wars.
Dungeons
Bunch
and
of kiddie
Dragons.
shit.
How to throw or catch the flying golden ball and then throw it through the hoops and stuff,
And it
right?
didn't even make sense, the stupid game. I couldn't keep track of it. I was trying to bet on it.
Yeah.
Would you care to have a Quidditch race? I can't. My friend was Quidditching, and he was killed by a drunk driver.
He can't be killed by a drunk driver. Quidditch.
Yes, he was. His little wizard boy legs were run over by a drunk driver Quidditching.
You could be killed during Quidditch.
Not by a drunk driver, though.
Well,
yes, you can.
Killed.
He flew into the asshole of a monster.
Mr. Longbottom.
Mr. Longbottom's asshole. I'll stop you, Mr. Longbottom. Let me use my wizardry.
This is what you hear when they're playing the...
Is this Quidditch music?
Quidditch.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Quidditch.
just Quidditch?
That's also a product that you put in your pubes when you have crabs.
Quidditch.
Do you have any Quidditch? My balls are on fire. And all the wizardry in the world won't make these little fuckers stop tickling my ballsack. Quidditch will do it. You smooth that into your pubes and dump it. Why does this sound like Frank the Frowner? I don't know.
I'm just reinventing it.
I'm Frank the Wizard.
I need some Quidditch. Oh, look, I could almost see them Quidditching now. Ugh. That really sucked.
Not a big fan of that as far as the Harry Potter movie.
Little kids.
Yeah.
Stupid little kids.
Yes, Dan.
I just saw another name Jim might enjoy.
What?
An actual one, Xenophilius Lovegood.
Oh, Lovegood.
Where's the nymph one?
Oh, look, it's Andromeda Tonks at AOL.com, pretending he's 13 in a little chat room again. Andromeda Tonks was arrested when he sat there and ate cookies with Chris Hansen because he brought vodka and condoms for a youngster.
For a young wizard.
Yeah, a young wizard boy.
Who does wizardry?
He says if you tug this wand, magical juice will shoot all over your face and blind your enemies. Harry Potter's a shitbag. I fucking hate him.
It's not hatred.
How could you not?
It's fun.
Why couldn't happy endings take the world by storm?
Right.
There were children and men and women lined up to get this book about a boy being jerked off by prostitutes.
And that's names like Jimmy Norton. It's an easy name.
Exactly. And Fat Girl Number 1. And Rich Voss.
Rich Voss.
Yes, he's a wizard. All things he touches become stupid. He has a little... He's half man, half turtle. And the fucking turtle part he got were the feet for his hands and the brain.
Someone cast a spell on him.
They did the cloak of idiocy he wears.
Hey,
you don't understand. Yes, we do. Child mentality.
We got some more music for you there, Jimmy. Just trying to educate Jimmy on Harry Potter.
Oh no, he's going to race around. It's called Quidditch.
Now, this
Quidditch.
Is the Ministry of Magic music.
What's this?
Well, the Ministry of Magic is the governing body of wizards.
Oh, is this when you're walking around Hogwarts and there's two disgruntled students, one each wearing a glove, shooting classmates? Oh no, that's not a Quidditch room. That's a machine gun.
This very faggy.
Of course it's faggy.
It's by the great John Williams, but you know.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that?
Exactly. Who the fuck is John Williams? That was Tweety, you assholes.
Tweety. John Williams did the music for this?
For the first couple, definitely, yeah.
Oh, okay. I bet he didn't write that. It doesn't sound very John Williams.
We're getting a smiley face from Dr. Steve because we're trying to educate Jimmy. Harry has a normal name because he's a muggle, Jim.
Oh.
Signed Dr. Steve.
What?
With a smiley.
What's a muggle?
A muggle?
It's like, he's like a regular person. Like
That's one letter away from being a black character.
Somebody who can't use... Sorry.
Get it?
Somebody who can't what?
Somebody who can't use magic is a muggle. There's wizards. And
Well, what the
muggles.
fuck good is he? Wait, he's running
I thought
around...
Harry was a...
No, but like you or me, if we were in this world and we didn't know about wizards, we'd be considered muggles because we can't use magic.
Yeah.
Well,
but
is he a
Harry
muggle?
Yeah.
Then he's not a muggle.
No.
Then why does
Who
Steve
said
say he's a muggle?
He's a muggle.
He comes from, what, a Muggle family type of
Dr.
situation.
Steve.
He was raised by Muggles.
Oh, Harry's white trash?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a mulata.
In England.
Yeah. Non-magical people are called Muggles.
Yeah, just in case I was going to have any sort of pride when I picked up this book that was delivered to me, of course.
Yes.
It says in big red letters on the box, Muggles, make sure not to open this before X amount of date.
You're a Muggle.
I guess I'm a little Muggle.
Because you can't use wizardry.
No.
I wish Muggle meant people with AIDS.
Yes. Or alcoholics. We have quite a few Muggles in this fucking organization.
What's a mudblood?
A mudblood?
Mm-hmm.
It's a half Muggle, half gang member.
It's when two Muggles mate and make a wizard.
Is that what happened to Harry?
Yes. No. His parents are wizards.
His parents are wizards,
They're
too.
dead.
Well, why is he
They're
a Muggle?
He's not.
So Dr. Steve was talking out his ass.
Well,
he comes
Jim,
from
this is what happens.
A Muggle family.
Yeah, his parents were wizards. They were killed by Lord Voldemort.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
How did Lord Voldemort kill them?
with the killing curse.
No.
What is that, cunt?
Cunt.
Cunt! And they just die. How great would that be? He raises his hands up, and like the lightning comes off his fingers, and he goes, cunt!
He used the killing word.
They all fall down.
And so then he was raised by his aunt and uncle, who are not magical people.
Ooh, and then he grabbed the lamb and he tried to run, but he only got a little while because it was so heavy. It was so heavy.
Is Hermione a Muggle?
No, but she is a mudblood.
So she's half.
That means she likes eating pussy when it's on its period. She likes eating dirty asshole and period pussy. That's a mudblood.
That's all I'd like to see on her fucking panties is mudblood after it's done.
Hermione, her fucking panties looks like the thing a soldier wore around his head in 1776 while playing with the drums.
Mudblood.
All right, we done with the Harry Potter?
No.
I don't know.
I hope not.
Well,
all right, we
if you
can
want
come
more
up.
information, I could.
We'd like
it's
more
up to you
information.
guys.
The more Harry Potter, the better.
The better.
You see, what you don't understand, Gregory, is because you're not involved in wizardry. No, that's not the word. The word is wizardry.
Wizardry. I almost got it. Wizardry. All right, we'll take a break. Maybe we'll do some more Harry Potter characters for little Jimmy Norton. All right?
All right.
All right?
Mudblood.
Okay.
Mudblood.
There's some other things we want to do today.
Was there?
Top
talk about this.
Top commercials of all time. Pretty interesting list.
Oh.
We got some Big A audio from Ron Fez.
Well, I hear he was doing like impressions.
Save this for this side of the show. A compliment box in Washington, D.C. Gives you compliments as you walk by.
Oh. I thought you complimented boxes as they walked by.
Compliment
nice snatch.
box.
Looks fat. Too meaty.
Do they have it at XM? You walk by and it goes, "You're not getting fired."
We should do a bit.
Compliment box?
Oh yeah, we should do our own compliment box.
Absolutely.
As people are walking by.
You look wonderful.
Why aren't we in the other place?
Because they don't build things fast.
We could have a whole thing. The boxes sit outside the studio, and then people walk by, and we give them our own version of compliments.
Yeah, what we consider compliments.
Yeah. See, they got to rebuild our studio immediately so we can get back over to that joint.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Take a little break.
Yeah.
That'll be...
Oxygen? Lethal? Find out how. Coming up on the Opie and Anthony Show.
That piece of crap show.
It amazes me every day we pull this off.
It's a madhouse.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Talking about Harry Potter, some other things here. You want to move on to the compliment box, and then we'll get back to Harry Potter in a minute or two?
Box.
This is so stupid. Stupid.
No.
Down there in Washington, D.C., you're walking along.
I've liked the Harry Potter names.
Oh, we're going back to that.
Well, I hope we do.
There's some writing going on as we speak. Yeah, you could be walking down the sidewalk, I guess, in Washington, D.C., and all of a sudden a voice comes out of nowhere and it compliments you.
Usually a voice comes out of nowhere and conks you over the head.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
says, where's your money?
Here's the story.
Wonderful city.
Yeah.
You stand out in a crowd. Walking this street in downtown Washington, D.C. is leaving some local residents blushing.
It said people are drawn to your personality.
Walk by again, and some say this box may even inspire a little pep in your step.
That box should be everywhere, really. It should be downtown.
Most people agree with you.
See that? See? Most people agree with you.
It's been coined the compliment machine, randomly doling out kind words to anyone willing to lend an ear.
I've had my moments when I'm like, just turn it off. But overall, no, I enjoy it. One of my customers came in and said, it told me I smell good. I know I don't. I just finished jogging. He was streaming sweat. So, yeah, people are having fun with it.
Are they having fun with it?
You're white.
What are you doing in this neighborhood? I would leave if I was you.
Goddamn rich cunt.
I set all that up for the other side, see? I was going to beep it. Then I realized where I was.
Yeah.
The machine is part of a larger, temporary art exhibit called Sites Project DC. The technology is simple. Inside is an MP3 player with more than 100 pre-recorded compliments playing every few minutes. You inspire others.
It's really just to explore, I guess, the idea of compliments, how people give them, how people receive them, kind of like a fortune cookie kind of idea where
God almighty.
You get it and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I am generous.
While the machine is about as accurate as a fortune cookie, Greaves hopes its kind words will make anyone feel special.
Maybe the city likes the idea and they make these compliment boxes and they put them all around the city. And then other cities might do it, or around the region, and just kind of as like a public service.
I don't think I'm going to believe the box on the street.
You really know how to take a compliment.
Might do it? No, we will do it. We'll do our own version of this.
He said, I can smell your cunt.
They should ask people after they walk by the compliment box, did this actually make you feel better? Anyone who says yes should just be put against the wall and shot.
Should be zapped.
This is a giant cock.
Those are great.
Someone is suggesting that they should have Steve voice these compliment boxes. Oh.
You're a woman. You stink. You have something called a vagina that I have no interest in.
Yeah, Steve doing him.
Cock meat. Nothing but cock meat.
And it just has to get racist. It's amazing. You should see the ones coming in.
Your pussy doesn't quite smell like fish.
Thank you.
Just let rain.
This is the dumbest idea. It's like this phony, feel-good waste of time and money and effort. What the hell is that going to do for anybody? You can't say you believe it because it's all random. Could be the worst despicable guy that just raped somebody walking past this thing.
Right.
You're a wonderful person.
I know, motherfucker.
That's right.
Oh. Jesus.
Some just pedophile walking.
Yeah, some creep.
Still has blood on his hands.
You're a great person. You work well with others.
Yeah, I do. Maybe I should tell him where the body's hidden. That'll get me inspired.
Oof. Oh, boy. Les makes a good observation here on the phones. Les, the trucker. Les, what's up?
Yeah, AONA and Jimmy. They took Jimmy's tender sentiment idea and made that comment box. You know that, right?
Tender sentiments.
Right,
that's right.
This is the tender sentiment thing when you're, feeling down on yourself.
I like a compliment box.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you, Les.
Hey, are you about size 14?
Would you?
All right.
What?
All right. I want the boys in the O&A lab to make our version of the compliment box. How are we going to do it? Are we going to use an MP3 player that randomly does? No, we have to do it live.
I would jerk off to you.
Oh. Why, thank you.
Oh, God. Can you imagine if we could reprogram that MP3?
Oh.
In that box? Oh. Why aren't we at the other side? We could be doing this bit today.
You have cranky ass.
They aren't all winners, kids. Okay?
That's right.
High fly ball. It leaves the left center field. It's way back. It may be playable. Can't get a play. It's gone. A home run. Oh, he caught it. He caught it at the wall. I was sure he was unable to reach it.
Yeah, I thought for sure. Yeah. Well, it's a dumb idea. It's a dumb idea.
What?
I dub it a dumb idea.
Why would you do that?
It's phony.
Yeah.
It's more of that phony, feel-good, fake shit.
All right,
Stop it.
We have a quickie from D.C. as well.
Ooh.
Got a fine anchor team from NBC4 in D.C., and they can't stop laughing at a video of a model falling down.
Oh, I saw this.
This is hilarious.
Saw this on YouTube.
Yeah, the video is really funny, but the audio is just as good. So they're showing a video clip of a model falling down, and the anchors just can't get enough.
She falls twice.
Yeah.
And the second time she falls, the reason they're laughing so hard, and I started cracking up, her legs are wobbling like a newborn foal, and she's trying to keep herself up, and then she just loses it and falls on the floor again. So they just keep playing it over and over again and just laughing their asses off.
This is Fashion Week over in Paris. The latest fashions are on the runway for next spring. But there was a problem out there today. One of the British designers' shows had a difficulty. A model fell down twice. That's her going down once. The young woman wearing that pink skirt and the orange platform shoes never quite recovered after that. There she goes again. That had to hurt. That was uncool. That's embarrassing. This is at least the second time.
Well, you all are just really tickled by that, aren't you? You try walking in those shoes.
Hey, first of all, baby, I got enough meat on me that it's all right.
George. I'm sorry. Come on.
We want to apologize. Hold on.
You know what's great about that? He's got that smoking laugh.
Yeah.
The smoker's laugh, man. That's great.
And he was ready to say something like, yeah, we want to apologize. And the guy goes, wait, hold it, watch, because it was coming again.
Yeah.
They kept playing it over and over.
How many times did she fall?
Like twice.
She fell twice, but they kept playing the clip over and over again. Her legs give out on her and start shaking, and these guys just lose their minds laughing.
Where's the other one? I only saw her falling once.
Oh, they keep going back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch.
She falls. Look at her legs. That is great.
Oh, she said wobble.
She wobbled like
shoes.
She almost made it. She wobbled like 3 times.
They just keep playing it too. And they go,
oh, she took quite a tumble.
Dummy, have a sandwich, you stupid ass.
Damn funny.
Guys, it's losing it.
That's the most respect I've had for the news.
Oh, absolutely.
Wouldn't that be funny if it was a drunk driving story? It ended in tragedy.
You know, that probably would be really good to take that clip of them laughing that hard and put some horribly tragic news behind it.
Can we get on that?
Yeah, can we try
and do that? We'll let our guys get to it.
Yeah. Well,
we have some very talented people that use various video editing equipment.
Hey, that's a great idea. Trying to see what we got in front of us.
Take them laughing and then just put some horrific...
Man charged with pimping disabled women. He said he didn't pimp them. The victims told police... Did
they?
Sorry.
You have hair like Mo Howard from the Three Stooges. Your tongue is fat.
Big hands. We're going to big hands in a while. Can you print up some missing feedback? I don't want to forget about big hands.
Little fat tongue.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Talk.
Now we got to play the story.
God hates you.
Now we got to play the story. Now I wish I had the smoker's laugh. For this story.
Rocks aren't candy.
Can you Your family crops you out of photographs. Your mother drank during pregnancy. That's rough.
By the way, can I interrupt everybody, please? When
a hanger would have solved a lot of problems.
Wait. You'll have to be cared for until you're 50.
Then you'll just die.
Goodness gracious!
Goodness gracious.
I just want people to acknowledge.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that terrorists are burning America. When
you
are you
think
guys going to
they're
go with
burning
my
it?
theory?
It's going to take
MSNBC
a little
is
while.
now reporting that there are 49 large fires.
Okay.
49 large fires.
You're right. But, look at the temperatures. It's 115 west of the Mississippi. If the terrorists have a weather machine that's doing that, we are truly fucked.
I think terrorists are burning America.
Yeah.
49 large fires.
They just start fires and
That's
they're
a
trying
lot
to
more
burn.
than usual, man. It's dry this time of year every
What'll
year.
that do?
Huh?
What'll that do?
I don't know.
You don't know what their grand scheme is?
I haven't fully thought it out.
Haven't thought it out. You just think they're like lighting matches and throwing them out windows and going, haha, this will put the World Trade Center to shame. And
I'm just a bit suspicious, that's all. Ooh, millions of muggles learn what happens to their hero.
Oh.
Right after the 49 large fires, they went with a Harry Potter mania story.
Fans a muggle. Said so on his book.
Oh, compliment box.
Oh, boy.
You have the comprehension skills of a bag of oats.
Oh, my God.
One that could do magic is a muggleoid.
Back. One back.
People don't want to eat food you've touched. Ever.
You make noises when you should be quiet.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
You embarrass your family by going in the movie theater.
You get caught jerking off a lot and don't seem to care.
You've killed all your pets before they were a week old.
God damn it.
The cat is not food.
You tried to pet a kitten with a hammer.
You couldn't care for a rock.
Compliment.
Your real name is Eric. Sorry, Muggle.
Your body is 70% skull.
We're running out of steam.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, good. Still works.
All right with this. Signs of Harry Potter fever. Oh, okay.
Where? I'm still missing the one.
Do you know even our own crew has Harry Potter fever?
I know they do. Harry Potter fever. Catch it.
All right, Big Hands from Stratford, Connecticut has wizard names for everybody on the show.
That's exactly what I've been working on.
Yes.
Seriously?
Of course.
Ooh.
Let's see what he has.
All right. For me, Opie, he has my wizard name being Javalog Von Mouse Killer.
Right,
No,
like Javalog.
I called you Scab Hand Pickius.
I've been picking the same scab for 6 months.
Since 68.
Said you were going to go with a nose-picking one. Thank you, Jimmy, for saving me. Let's and then for Anthony, Anthony's wizard name, Dreamweaver Disappointus.
What?
No.
Why would?
That's not what
mean?
That's not what I had.
Because
for
I
Anthony.
disappointed
What do you got for
Dreamweaver?
Anthony?
I had Addiction Spiralus.
Yes, spiraling in.
Look who it is. It's Fortune Vamoose.
Rick from the Bronx.
Gentlemen, your compliment box jokes are great. Bing, Frankus.
All right, and for Jimmy, Big Hands has Dump Chest Yellow Rain.
No. How about this? Tinklemouth Underpaid.
What? Underpaid?
I just know it was the Tinklemouth.
Are you crazy?
The Tinklemouth is the important part.
You got others for other people on staff, Jimmy?
Name a person on staff. I'll see.
E-Rock.
Yeah. Fucks up Dumpy Douche.
Dumpy
It was nicer than the other one I had.
Does he have wizard?
Yes, he's a boy who practices wizardry. That's his good boy name. When he's being bad, his name is Flu Breath Dumpster Gums. And he'll practice wizardry.
Than.
I don't have one for Than.
Oh.
I didn't get that.
Faggot.
Who else you got? Steve, probably? You probably got Steve.
Do I?
Steve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loves a cock fooling no one. Oh my God, it's loves a cock fooling no one. Here he comes. He wants everybody to go quirking. That's when 3 potential interns are shish kebabbed on his cock. Would you like to go quirking? It's going to help you get hired for this position. I'm loves a cock fooling no one.
Loves a cock fooling no one.
Right.
Anyone else on staff?
That's my good name. My bad name is Idiot Foundry Stamp. It's Idiot Foundry Stamp. Here he is.
Loves a cock fooling. God damn, Steve.
I only had a couple of more.
All right. Who else you got?
For Danny.
Ooh, Danny.
It's Brick Liver Sot. He's Brick Liver Sot. And oh my God, look, here comes Tom. It's Bracius Fun Killer.
Bracius Fun Killer.
And where's our own Jared, also known as Fatneck Blubbergut? Where's Fatneck Blubbergut to practice some wizardry? Wizardry. Here he
Some
comes.
wizardry. Can you say his name as he enters the studio?
Here he comes.
Oh my God, it's Fatneck Blubbergut here to practice some wizardry.
He makes a wonderful potion out of shit. That's all he uses is shit.
Oh my God, he's putting on his duty hat. He's going to practice some wizardry. Perhaps he'll use his wizardry to make his arms even out. Because one hangs lower than the other, like he's carrying a pail of spells. But he's not. He's carrying nothing but an almost Down syndrome hairdo. That he lugs around. And a stupid Caesar beard.
Steve from Bayshore. Steve C is Swishy Fondlecock.
Oh my God, Swishy Fondlecock is here to practice some more.
All right.
Oh my God, look who it is. It's Waif Mixer-Race. Waif Mixer-Race has entered. That's Sam. He eats Gerbers and practices wizardry. He makes rosacea appear on the faces of black people. How does he do it?
Hey, they're requesting your dick is all shitty, man.
Really? But isn't it? We built this city Monday. We kind of got rid of it.
Yeah, but you know. As we, as Jimmy makes up more wizardry names. Is this the better one? Oh, no, this is a better version. All right, Jimmy, let you breathe for a second here. Oh, wait, we had the story of the man accused of pimping mentally disabled girls. Oh. Well, we'll take a little musical break. How about we go to break with this, and then we come back? Jimmy gave the
We're
people...
entitled.
Jimmy gave the people some fine radio right there.
Very good.
Entitled. Once again, it's John from Fearless, right? My dick's all shitty. They were singing this fucking thing in the parking lot in Mansfield like crazy.
Chocolate Rain, all the hits.
You know, on stage we wanted to do the whole Chocolate Rain thing, but we didn't think enough people knew about it yet.
Yeah.
Because usually it takes it takes a little time for these bits to get up to speed. And stupid Preston and Steve did the same exact bit on Friday.
I don't get it.
Losers.
You want to fucking listen to that? I can't even think of what to say that could make people change their mind. If you're listening to that show in the morning, I don't know what's wrong with you.
What?
And it has nothing to do with, it really doesn't have anything to do with, okay, we're competing this. I just don't get it. I don't get how an entire city of people can find any entertainment value in that.
Oh, well,
Preston and Steve.
Problem is, we're competing in Philly, especially with the Opie and Anthony show that's heard on XM.
Yeah, I know.
So you kind of got to help us out and support the local stations a little bit.
Yeah.
Please, especially in Philly. We don't want them to get some dumb victory.
I'm not supporting the local station. I'm going to just say that shut up already. Fucking idiot.
Who's that?
Stupid message board guy. They all talk like this.
Don't tell me what to support.
I'm not telling you anything.
Oh, my God, it's the message board guy. Oh, no, it's Shitty Job Hiding Cunt. Oh, no, Shitty Job Hiding Cunt is here. Oh, my God, look who it is. It's Wannabe Something Else Funny Name. Oh, no, Wannabe Something Else Funny Name is here.
Yes.
My legs all shitty. My legs all shitty from your asshole. Legs all shitty. My legs all shitty from your Say you won't blow me, like it in your face. Say you only take the cock in your dirty face. Now I'm all filthy, there's jewelry on my dick. It looks just like a black man's, but not quite as thick. Your cooling needs a diaper.
Of the homo,
Steve from Foundry.
also goes by the name Chest Rockwell.
Smooth Lebanese arms.
He's tantalizingly tattooed.
A big buxom bear, glaring in every turn. That's terrible, he's sorry.
He may say no, but you'll be saying yeah.
Chest shaved as smooth as a baby's bottom. Tantalizing turquoise rings. Martini Steve.
What are you doing today?
Yeah.
Why are we coming back with this? Especially on a Monday when we're fucking beat. And now there'll be a complaint thread on a message board somewhere.
Now I'm not. It's not even words anymore. Now it's just just various letters and punctuations.
As just like a little side thing, I came back and said we're a little beat because we had a long weekend. So don't make it into a whole.
I'm on no sleep. Sunday nights.
I was in bed at 7, slept all the way to my alarm, which is so rare, and still tired.
I went Friday after the show. I worked out, and I had a meeting with my manager. A nice dinner down here at Nobu, right below us, and the guy that bought his company. So a very big meeting. I had 2 shows at the Comedy Cellar, and I took a nap at 3, and I slept until 10 o'clock at night. I slept through. I'm one of those guys. Yeah, I slept through everything. And I called my manager 4 hours late.
Ooh.
And he picked up the phone. I'm like, David. And he's like, should I order for you? He didn't give a fuck. He's been used to performers his whole life. He doesn't give a fuck.
He's used to finding them, like,
oh, dude, please.
Practically dead in a hotel somewhere.
He's probably just happy that he wasn't with somebody who was gone for a week. He had Robin Williams back in the days. And all.
He had Robin back in the days when Robin was...
he's had him for 20 years, I think, or more than that, 25 years.
Kidding.
He's had Robin for years.
Did he have Robin Williams when Robin was hanging with Belushi?
Oh, I'll ask him. I'm sure he did.
Oh, man. Those would be some good stories.
Yeah, he had Sammy.
So much for Robin Williams being on our show, by the way. Remember that was a whole top secret thing that was going on behind the scenes, and it never happened.
Yeah, but he'll come back. He will come back.
Right here every time, though.
Oh, great. Yes.
Well, to be honest with you, I think that his schedule, like, there are times where somebody just can't do it. And I think they tried to do it, but it's like if someone's doing Good Morning America or whatever, it's like you're just not going to get them.
All right.
Make the choice, I would say, here on our show before there.
Hey, we got a couple things.
Right.
USA Today's. You ever see something you're like, wow?
USA Today's.
Wherever you want.
Thank you.
After that bit of good news, wherever you want to throw an S, go ahead.
Yeah, we got
USSA.
A little inside scoop for the people listening. We just got massive good ratings for New York City.
Didn't you hear our mood change?
So much for John Minnelli and his opinion about the
Screw him.
Like my father said to me when I was a boy, opinions are like assholes, so let me finger your opinion, boy. I said, Dad, I'd prefer you didn't.
People got to update their stuff. Shacktastic from Whackbag. Opie, your Harry Potter name should be Opius Whiny Cunt.
Whiny cunt?
Don't whine as much. You got to update.
My God.
You got to update.
Goodness, man.
And how about this? His name should be Blue-Eyed Model Body.
Oh!
He would be. That would be a bad guy.
Yes.
You'd be around, and then the other people would try to get you.
That's right.
That's right.
Or how about 40-inch type of fucking horrible shits.
They're those healthy shits. They smell the worst.
Fucking
man.
awful.
I had one today. Oh wow!
It's like a brown grain silo curled up in the ball, ready to strike. Fucking Indian charmer by it, going footaloo. Whatever those fucking savages play. Yeah, footaloo, footaloo. Playing a flute, whatever it is, a yak cock. Footaloo. Charming a snake. The only thing that keeps the snake away is the awful smell from his unwashed, filthy, fucking village-dwelling armpits. And the snake's like, what do you want, douchebag? I'm tired.
Don't give me more stuff to laugh about today. I'm going to laugh all day because of I'm just going to walk around the house and go, I got some worse.
It's one of those things you have to say because you can't say it like he does.
Right.
It's subtle, hysterical.
So we got USA Today's top ads of all time. We could go down that road a little bit.
Well,
we could do man accused of pimping mentally disabled girl.
I say that one.
It's a good one.
We got Big A giving his big post-surgery interview on Ron Fez instead of us. I wonder what that's about.
Bastard. We give him everything.
Or we could go home early.
We treat him good.
I say we do the... wait.
What happened? What?
Is there...
There's no one in charge. We can leave right now, man.
I say we do the retard.
See, we should prove to everybody...
Yes.
We should prove to everybody that's listening to us right now that we actually care about this side of the show. I am telling you right now that we could leave. We could leave right now. We could
if we wanted.
And no one is going to say shit to us.
Nobody.
Especially because we had the long weekend with the comedy show up there in Mansfield.
Mm-hmm.
So start writing positive things. We don't have to be here right now. We can go home.
That's right.
And we could do it the sneaky way, where we come back from break and just go into some bit, and then it takes you 15 minutes to realize, wait
Figure
a
out
minute.
I think that's a best of. And then, too late. We're gone.
I just played one of our cards. How many times have we done that?
All the people know
All right,
that.
guys, look, you're tired, right? Yeah. All right, I'm tired too. This is what we're going to do. Get a bit and just play it right out of break. And we're not even going to say we're leaving early. It's
Exactly.
brilliant. Half the people won't even realize that it's a tape bit.
Yep. Beautiful.
Where's
Let's do retard thing, though.
Yeah, man. Do they have any
Okay.
audio of the
I
girls?
want to hear that.
Every night, women walk Valley streets to turn tricks for money.
Nice.
But this man is charged with something hard to stomach, pimping out 2 disabled women.
That is
One
disgusting.
at least 18 years old, the other 27, but with the mental capacity of a 15-year-old girl. Police say both walked away from a Valley care facility and met Dwayne Conchola in the middle of May. Police say Conchola forced them to turn tricks, and police say they did. Both of them. We reached Conchola in jail by phone.
I never pimped those girls on the street. My cousin introduced me to the girls. My sister did their hair. We watched a couple movies, and that was it.
What? What? Was that the retard talking?
Wow.
Or the pimp?
All kidding aside, what the fuck?
I don't know who that was talking.
That was the pimp.
The pimp?
What did he say? Seriously.
From a Valley care facility and met Dwayne Conchola in the middle of May. Police say Conchola forced them to turn tricks.
Listen close.
Police say they did. Both of them. We reached Conchola in jail by phone.
I never pimped those girls on the street. My cousin introduced me to the girls.
Why don't we slow
I never pimped those
Yeah,
girls
yeah.
on the street. My cousin introduced me to those girls.
Get out of here. You heard that?
Yeah, I
I
heard
never pimped those girls on the street.
I
My
heard that
cousin
part.
introduced me to those girls.
Yeah, I heard that.
Those girls on the street. My cousin introduced me to the girls. My sister did their hair. We watched a couple movies, and that was it.
My sister did their hair, watched a couple of movies, and that was it.
Wow. You guys are...
I heard it too the second time.
No way.
Easy stuff.
Right. Sister did their hair.
See, when you
Watch,
live...
you put a bowl over it and just go snip, 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 snip.
See, Jimmy and I live among the homies here in New York City.
That's true. I'm in wonderful
So you pick up a little of the language, just walking the mean streets.
That's right, the mean streets of the Upper West Side.
You get me a Jew that you can't
UWS,
understand,
baby!
I'll decipher it.
That's right, out of my way, bitches with poodles.
That's right.
Out of my way, old white lady.
That's right.
With the stretched out skin from the facelifts.
That's right.
They love them up there.
From the front, they look really young, and on the back, it looks like she has a fucking flesh tourniquate tied around her head.
You better watch out, you Botox bitches.
That's
Jimmy and
right.
I are walking the street.
Move it, Asian eyes.
That's right.
Even though you're white.
They like shave off their eyebrows and everything and just pencil everything in. They had no lips left anymore. They pencil those in or collagen them, so they got the duck bill. The duck bill old woman puss.
You want more on this?
How could you not? You pull
Yeah,
up. I'd like a
it's
blow.
sexy.
I'd like a blow job. All right, maybe I wouldn't.
You know you're going to get plenty of spit. Make it feel good.
It's funny. A half and half. That's when you get a blow job and confused questions about cookies.
According to documents obtained by ABC 15, one or both of the victims told police Conchola forced.
Man, when you work for a station called ABC 15,
yeah, you better work hard.
shouldn't those ABC stations be in the single digits?
Yeah.
I know maybe a little too inside, but ABC 15 is a little...
You can work hard to move yourself up in the cities.
According to documents obtained by ABC 15, one or both of the victims told police Conchola forced them to prostitute themselves. He denies it.
I did not force nobody to do nothing. They want nothing. So I'm still here understanding why would they want to do that. Like, why would they even say that?
So does Conchola say the girls are lying? Who knows? But he says the only thing he can think of is that he insulted one of the girls physically. This is what he said to his cousin.
I told him, like, you're not my type. She's like, why? And I told her, because I'm going to be real. I'm like, you're not my type. He's that ugly. He's not my type. And I made him leave.
And it's worth mentioning that both girls
ugly.
are fine tonight in area care facilities. As for Conchola, he faces 2 counts of pandering and he's expected to be in court.
Well, she wasn't a very good prostitute. She misunderstood the instructions where she had to go out and have sex and then give the pimp all the candy.
What the fuck?
He hands her, she hands him a bunch of pocket lint.
I love our assholes. Man, I love them. Ryan from St. Louis. Opie, you have a great personality, and people like you for your great smile.
Aw.
Here's something positive. The results of a test Jimmy took recently. Brian from St. Louis. Opie, you're somebody. Jimmy, your weak chin makes people feel safe. Are these positive enough, Ope? LOL. So what do you think of that story? Is he lying?
No,
Of course he is. You hear him?
Yeah.
I don't know. That probably happens all the time. It's probably easy to prostitute out.
RoboCop has something more on this
RoboCop?
The RoboCop?
Looking for me.
All right, thank you.
Click. We get nothing out of them.
Old clickaroony. All right, now we got USA Today's top ads of all time or Big A post-surgery interview?
I want to hear Big A because I heard he was doing some things.
Yeah.
Like he's going to replace me or something.
Yeah?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. He's a fast healer, isn't he?
Dude,
did you see the scar on his neck from his tumor? Wasn't all pussy or anything.
And like I said on the stage Saturday night, it's amazing. He told me during breakfast yesterday that the tumor was, and you always have to say that
during breakfast.
Yeah, if you have a tumor, you always have to tell people the tumor was the size of a blank.
And they're always the same types of things depending on the size. There is a golf ball.
Grapefruit?
A grapefruit. What's in between? A baseball.
Baseball?
Like that. Yeah, it was the size of a golf ball, baseball, grapefruit.
I think he said, the fuck he say? Handball or something like that.
A handball?
Big A, what'd you say?
Ping pong ball?
No, it was big. A lot bigger than they thought.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is they take this massive thing out of his neck and he still has a huge
He has big pelican
neck.
neck. That's what they took out. A fucking fish.
Yeah. It's a rotted salmon.
All right. Billy from Jersey. This cannot be true. He's got to be doing this for
Yes, it is.
Billy, go ahead.
Hey, I called for a prostitute once, and they brought me this retarded girl. All she could say was, you can tip me, but don't insult me. So I'd say, well, you want to do it doggy style? And she'd say, you could tip me, but don't insult me.
It's a three-part joke. Come on.
No, it was weird.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah.
Sex with her? What'd you do?
Finish.
Finish? What? I couldn't finish. She was so fucking retarded I couldn't come.
And then the last time she said, you could tip me, but don't insult me. And then you said, "Gadunk."
That was it.
Sorry, it was being set up like a three-part joke, but apparently it was a non-story with no humor to it.
We wanted to go to 11 today, but Billy just took the energy right out.
Didn't he?
Come on, you guys are
All right, Billy, thank you. Let's do some Big A. Big A post-surgery interview on Ron Fez. We got some quick highlights. They want us to do a Big A appreciation day. Really? All right, let's hear this clip.
You know what would be? When's the Big A appreciation party that they're doing?
I don't know yet.
Is it a surprise or?
I guess.
Do you think it's long overdue though? Right?
Yes.
This party, sure. All right, so Fezzi, that'll be interesting when this thing finally comes to a head between O and A and the guy who, let's face it, has got them where they've gone over the last couple of years, and that's Big A.
Well, it does seem like they're on a collision course here.
Mm-hmm.
We should do a Big A appreciation day.
Why
We
not?
should hire a bunch of Wolverines to attack them.
I would appreciate that, watching it.
Why can't we just hire one of our wizards to do some...
Maybe Harry Potter could make that spittle in the corner of your mouth disappear with a little bit of wizardry.
I want that as my ringtone.
Okay, here's
Could you say, even though my real name isn't Gregory, could you just do something like, Gregory, answer your phone, there's some wizardry to be had.
Gregory, answer the phone. Wizardry's calling. Pick up the phone. Wizardry here. Wizardry, wizardry, wizardry. Wizardry, wizardry, wizardry. That's the ring. Wizardry, wizardry, wizardry. Wizardry, wizardry, ring, ring. Wizardry, wizardry.
All right, cool. I'm going to make something out of that. Thank you.
I had to listen to Keith's over the weekend, the whole weekend, whenever his phone rings. Ring, ring-a-ling, lang, lang. Like it's just Jimmy doing some awful ring, ring-a-ling, ring, ring.
Kara, my friend, Kara from Boston, she actually has the one where I did. We did a whole bunch of one of them was ring, ding, ringy, ding, ding, pick up the phone, cunt. I did that one as a goof, and she actually has it.
You are an insanely popular ringtone.
Really?
Yes. People love Jimmy ringtones. They're ridiculous.
We missed a boat on ringtones.
Oh, giving away for free.
Oh,
Why not?
God.
Who cares?
Oh, my
Part of the
God.
show.
Oh, my God.
Give it all away. Giving away the house.
How's this one? Someone's calling, I hope they have a cunt. Someone's calling, I hope they have a cunt. Or how about, cock and balls pickup, cock and balls pickup, cock and balls pickup. All right, I'm trying.
Oh, is that an awful one? That's going to be a favorite.
All right, here's one. This is if it's quieter and you have a little bit above vibrate. That's so silly.
We have officially entered silly mode once again.
Ringtones. This is great. We're giving away free ringtones here.
Hey, no one's complaining. People enjoy
Free
the silliness.
ringtones.
People are big into the silly. Why don't we do more Big A on Ron Fez? Time to get hired by me.
Time for Big A to be taken care of by O&A. As you know, if you've listened to him all, he has been the go-to man. If you'd like to see Big A full-time with O&A, doing news, whatever it takes, 866-RON-0-FEZ. It is time, is it not, Big A?
It is.
Time to give the devil his due?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you don't mind doing a little bit for free, but he gets carried away, right? And really, when people think of the show, they do think of you.
I love Ronnie. He's just pumping him up.
Yeah, you're right.
Pumping him up for disappointment.
For disappointment and never being on the show again.
Yeah, because Big A is somewhere in his head. He's thinking, yeah, Ronnie, you're onto something here. Damn right.
Ronnie's right.
I want to fucking suction out that mumps neck of his and store like raw steak in there until I'm ready to eat it. Like it's a giant fridge. Just a fucking old mumps neck. It's lucky we don't fucking lipo out that neck and store diapers in there. Hold these diapers in case a kid shows up.
I want to tie a big like cloth around his head and tie the knot on top of his head like the old time cartoon mumps. Remember when the cartoons had mumps? They would just tie this thing around their head. I got the mumps.
Yeah. You know what I want to do?
That did.
We gotta dress him up like that.
Yes. Dress him up like he's got the mumps.
From 1940.
Remember Casino when they fucking Pesci puts that guy's head in a
Oh,
vice?
yeah.
I want to put Big A's fucking neck blubber in that vice and tighten it up. So not that he's choking, just so his neck blubber's in a vice, and then I want to just fucking, I want to like speed bag punch his face. No disrespect, Andrew. You know I love you.
I'm sure none would be taken.
But just to be silly.
Yeah.
Give him a good speed punch. Speed bag fucking belting in the chops. Fucking punch him till he doesn't stutter.
Stone Typing guy said I had to pick up the phone cunt on my phone for a week, but it got too embarrassing in public places. See, people think it's very funny to have it, and then they, get around their friends or at home, and then when that thing rings in fucking public, you will lunge for your phone to shut it off.
What was the one I had to finally bail on? I forget now.
I have kitty porn on my
the
computer. I have kitty porn on my computer.
Oh, man, that was a lot of fun until it rang in a bank.
How's this one? This is perfect for when you're in public. Mind your business, shit dicks. It's for me. Mind your business, shit dicks. It's for me. How about this? It's my phone, your mother's a cunt. It's my phone, your mother's a cunt. Can you loop that into a ring? Someone please use that.
Oh, of course they will.
Mother's a cunt. That's right. Is there any way to get the dude? Here's what you got to do. Here's the goof. You fucking get one of these ringtones and you put it on your wife or your girlfriend's phone.
Oh yeah.
Most of them don't. You gotta fucking grab her phone. How about this? All right, put this on your wife's phone or your girlfriend's phone when she's sleeping. It's for me, T.E. I'm a dumb hole. It's for me, T.E. I'm a dumb hole. Please Please put that.
Or, I have a yeast infection. I have a yeast infection.
My boyfriend hits me, but I deserve it. My boyfriend hits me, but I deserve it.
These all go on your wife's or girlfriend's phones while she's sleeping. Just get her phone and put these tones on it.
How's this one? Ringy-ding-ding, my cunt stinks. Ringy-ding-ding, my cunt stinks.
Oh, my God.
Please put that on your fucking wife or your girlfriend's phone.
Why do you feel like you have to beg? They can't wait to get these.
Oh, how great will that be?
All right. Hey. Oh.
I've murdered my children. I've murdered my children.
Or, how about this? If you know someone who's pregnant.
Oh, yeah, okay.
How about this? If it's born retarded, I'll drown it. If it's born retarded... Don't tell him you're doing it. Put that on her phone.
First one to grab my tits wins a prize. First one to grab my tits wins a prize. Free ringtones here.
Free ringtones.
Free ringtones on the O&A show.
That's what we
Everyone else charges. You go to a website, they charge you money.
Here's one for free if you know someone going to the airport. There's a bomb in my suitcase. There's a bomb in my suitcase. There's a bomb in my suitcase.
Oh, shit.
Put it on their fucking phone. I have drugs in my asshole. I have drugs in my asshole. I have drugs in my asshole.
Free ringtone Monday.
Free ringtone Monday.
Ooh, I like the ring of that.
Free ringtone Monday. That's it. We're giving them away.
We could do alerts. We could do alerts where the phone rings with alerts if you don't.
Or like a text.
No, it's alerts. Screaming that there might be a certain individual in the area.
Oh, God.
Yes, today is put ringtones on your friend's phone Monday.
Yeah.
How about this one? Ring! The Jews are inferior. Ring! The Jews are inferior.
People are... they like the ringtones.
They certainly do.
Let's say hi to Big A. Big to the A, what's up?
Oh, that's one of mine. These are my choices of ringtones. They really stink. The iPhone needs new ringtones.
Oh, that's obnoxious.
That's the boner one. Oh. The boner one's funny because it sounds like a boner.
That's only funny if you have a program to ring whenever someone calls you to babysit.
Big A.
I guess Opie, Anthony, little Jimmy.
Thanks so much for taking time away from the Ron and Fez show to call us. We greatly appreciate your phone call today.
Opie,
where are you, in a fucking washing machine?
Washing machine.
It's a privilege to have a member of the Ron and Fez show call us.
Yes.
What's going on, Big A?
Nothing much. I'm just working right now.
Oh, Big A, were you doing impressions?
Unfortunately, yes. Not good.
Oh, whoa.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, you were? And were you being, told maybe you could take my place?
Ronnie was pushing me in that direction, but I could never take anybody's place.
Ronnie was? Ever. Yeah.
I could never do that, ever.
Oh.
So you're going to admit on our show that Ronnie's a instigator?
Yes, he is.
Wow. Bold statement. I wouldn't say that about Mr. Bennington.
But if you want to burn bridges,
that's all up to you.
Yeah, burn those bridges.
All right, we're going to play cut 3 here, replacing Anthony. This is Big A.
I want to hear some. I know.
On the Ron and Fez show.
That's what I
Big
want to
A.
hear.
Hold on 1 second. Here you go.
If, God forbid, anything ever happens to Anthony, you feel like you could hop right in there, like you've been around the show enough?
Yeah, definitely. But I would hope nothing against Anthony at all.
We know that. Obviously, you're insurance to that. No one wants anything to happen to Anthony. But if something did, and you hopped in, I'm not sure most of us would even notice it would run so smoothly, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. There's something about you and Opie have that chemistry.
Yep.
And I'm not saying it's better than the chemistry Opie and Anthony have.
Right.
But it's different.
Yes.
Sometimes even a little more positive. Because Anthony can get into a negative spiral sometime. Am I right? Well, you bring a positive thing every day.
Yeah, I always bring a positive. Even in here, I bring a positive. Even though it has negative, I bring a positive.
That is true.
What happened to the part where he's doing his impressions?
Yeah, where are they?
Is it the next one? Oh, okay. It continues with this. Hit that one.
If Opie came to you and said, I want you to be permanent member of the show. And I guess there's been talk, right? I mean, obviously there's been talk.
Of course.
Yeah, and it's going back and forth between you and those guys. Where do you see yourself on that show? Fourth mic?
Definitely fourth mic. You can't take Jimmy's, Jimmy does an excellent job.
Right, he does. He does a good job, too. So would you say at that point the third mic and fourth mic equal?
No,
I mean, some days when, like, Opie's having an off day, you do some of his stuff. Some days when Anthony's not on, and you were bringing this up before. Not every day can be gold with him, right? I mean, he's going to have his problems, right? And that's where you come in.
Yeah, I guess, but they do a great job.
For what they do. For what they do well. They do. But where would they be without you?
I cursed Ron and Fez today. They fucked us. We got these clips from Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
They are. I heard this part of their show. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Where are the impressions? Big A doing impressions.
Who cut this up?
Was it Earl? Does Earl still work for them? Do we know?
Who was it?
What?
It was Pitsy. He cut these up.
Pitsy did
blows.
the worst job.
How about Ron and Fez hire Big A to do Pitsy's job?
New name, Shitsy.
That's right.
That's what we call him, because he did a shitsy job.
Or Klitzy, because he's a cunt.
Cutting those up.
What the fuck? Who are you talking to, E-Rock?
We were able to get like the point of what happened across by just telling it. We didn't have to play the clips.
Yeah, we didn't need to play those.
We said Big A was on Ron and Fez, and they want to replace us, and then we get right to that.
Tell Pitsy.
What a waste of time that was.
Tell fucking Pitsy we want impressions, or Pitsy's gonna get his fucking teeth kicked in. How big is he?
He's huge.
Pitsy.
Hold on. Who's on this other line? Pitsy. Oh,
they should call him Mitzi because he has a thumb and then one big fat finger. That's why he can't work properly.
Pitsy.
Yeah, what's up?
Congratulations for giving us the most boring clips from a really interesting conversation Ron had with Big A.
Well, I was just letting Eric know that there are more clips that we cut up, but he didn't give me a chance to answer the phone.
We don't need a lot of clips. We just needed the ones like we can set it all up with us just talking about how Ron was talking to Big A about coming on the show and replacing me. But then we wanted the examples of him replacing me, not like the whole fucking break. Jesus Christ, Pitsy. Your new name, Shitsy.
That's right.
And Pitsy, you've heard the rumors, right?
What's the rumors, though?
They're thinking of cleaning house over there.
Really?
And when Ron and Fez clean house, holy fucking shit.
And if you don't believe me, just look at their history. Every once in a while, they cleanse. They're getting ready for another cleansing.
It's fucking Ron Stalin over there.
Right. What?
There's Big A impressions in the thing. I just told E-Rock. I sent him an email now. He should have it.
That means we have to work past 11, and that ain't happening.
That never happens.
That's not happening today.
I said, did Eric screen them at all, or he just put them on? I mean,
so now try to get on Eric. Look, I'm the first one in the Fuck with Eric cheerleader club.
but that ain't going to work. Eric?
Last week when he gave me these, he says, there's 4 cuts in there ready to go if you guys want to air them. Okay, and I gave the list to Ope. They're all set to go. We wanted the impressions. They weren't in this. Now he just sent me an email where these impressions are, and I have them right now.
The panicked email. Oh, boy. You know, Ron's going to have to know about this.
Yep. I'm sure somebody will call. They're definitely ready to clean house over there, man.
Yeah.
Well, we don't
hear
put
it.
stuff on air without screening it, so I don't know.
Oh! So now we're assholes for putting shit on the air without screening it instead of maybe having professionals that work on another radio show send stuff over that we don't have to worry about, especially on XM, so you curses and stuff. So you're saying it's this show's fault for not screening it and not your fault for not knowing what the entertaining part of the fucking break was.
Well, every time I'm sent stuff, I always listen to it before I bring it to the table.
Look, here's the deal. I know Ron doesn't need advice from little old me. But I just want to suggest to Ron, if he's listening today, that he just fires somebody. Just one guy.
You got it, lop a head off.
Just one guy out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And maybe not even go with the obvious guy.
Strike out.
I think today's the day that Ronnie's got to just look at somebody and fire them.
Just not Lily.
It might have to be Lily.
It can't be Lily.
It might have to be Lily just to shake things up.
Lily's cute.
Exactly.
Can't fire her.
Does she ask about me, Pitsy?
And with all due respect, I know Ron doesn't need the advice, but I'm thinking that today's the day he just fires someone out of the blue.
That's right. And anyone's fair game.
Anyone.
Except Lily.
I thought our guys here were good, or at least had the talent, the ability to pass the buck. But Pitsy, man, you are one of the best. Not that it's working. I see right through your bullshit. And so does Ron, everybody else that's in any position to see it. But you're really trying. And the fault lies with you. You should have known what we wanted. Why would we not want Big A doing an impression of me?
Oh, I don't know that. It's in there. It's in there. Those are the cuts that were cut first, and then there was a second batch that were cut, and it was in there. So maybe I should have told E-Rock about the second batch. He just got the thing, but I don't see any fault on my part in this whole thing.
I see all the fault on your part.
I don't know. Were they there for E-Rock to check?
They're in our folder. So, I mean, I don't know where else. If you want other stuff, he could have pulled it.
You had me for a minute, but you lost me.
Why is someone that works for Ron and Fez wrecking 2 shows now?
2 shows.
Thank you, Pitts.
Your name should be Earl.
Good luck to you. Today the hammer comes down on one of you.
All right.
I'm hearing from
hope you make
reliable sources.
Hope you make the cut there, Shitsy.
Big A. Big A.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, get your resume in. They're going to be hiring soon. It's very obvious. Something's going down today. I know it.
I think you got a position over there on the Ron and Fez show. Maybe not so much on mic, but behind the scenes, I think you're a whiz. I think, because obviously there's a speaking problem which could do something on the air, but behind the scenes, producing, delegating responsibility, that's something they haven't been able to get, and I think you're a guy that can do that.
That sounds great.
Yep. I got a job for you. Official food pocket cleaner.
Food pocket cleaner?
Yeah.
Put his mouth over yours and suck it out.
Suck it out.
Yeah, the dentist told me I have a food pocket. I got to keep it clean at all times. So.
And then he doesn't spit it out. He just squeezes it out his tumor scar.
All right, I guess here's Big A doing impressions. Anthony's impressions.
Okay.
On the Ron and Fez show a few days ago.
So Big A is in studio with us. He's just 1 week removed from surgery.
Who do you really think does better impressions, you or Anthony, Big A? He doesn't do the sound effects that you do. Watch his door opening. Good one. All right, someone trying to start their car on a wintry morning. It's very cold. Seagull. Good. Helicopter.
It sounded like the other one.
That's also the car starting.
No, it's not.
Stop it, Fez. Jet plane. Here comes the jet. I almost ducked my head.
That's also the seagull.
What is with you? Seriously, what's with you?
I can't tell the difference between these things.
You're not trying, that's why.
Is that a tugboat going by? Is that a tugboat? Good one. You know what you ought to do? Put together a tape for Opie. One of them be a real tugboat, the other be your impressions, and say, figure out the difference.
And that's by looking.
What's with you?
What?
Uh-oh, is somebody shooting off a cannon?
Boom.
Good. Yeah, that's a good one. Uh-oh, a bus is coming by. Hold on, is that a train? These are all Big A's impressions. That's not really a train coming by.
I understand there's not really a train in here.
Fez, I hope you don't get wet. I'm about to start the sprinkler.
That's just you going choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. That should be your train impression.
Fezzy, please.
I'd like Big A to do an impression of Fez.
Oh, nice. Let's hear it. Oh, hi, Fez. How are you today?
Oh, hi, Big A.
A little gay, too, Big A. No! That sounds nothing like me.
Hey, Fez, are you going out with a guy?
No way.
Fez can't even get a date, Big A. All right. Fez is lonely, Big A. That's enough. This sounds nothing like me.
Oh, Fez, did you just shit yourself again?
Oh, yes, I did.
No, you did. Fez isn't hygienic, Big A.
Yeah, you did.
This makes no sense.
This is the best.
See what happened, motherfuckers?
Yeah.
They were holding out on us.
Yep.
That was the get, not those other clips they
That's the fucking money right there is
Gives
the
a
money.
shit about the other clips.
At 1 minute to fucking 11, we get the money shot.
Big A. It sounded like you were auditioning to me. Sounds like you might want to be a member of the Ron Fez show.
I'd rather be a member of O&A.
Well, let me tell you, Big A, you didn't pass on one of the impressions. You didn't say, I can't do it, or no, I don't think so. You just bam, 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 all of them right out there. Amazing.
Yeah, here's the deal. A little punishment for you, Big A. I'm moving you down the list a little bit. Pat Ruminaki moves up one slot.
Pat's back up?
Pat's up one slot.
Saw that coming.
And Big A is down one slot.
Wow. That's bad. If you drop as far as, I don't know, who's at the bottom of our list, would you say? Louis Twitchell-Santani?
No, there's people lower
Yeah?
than him, yeah.
I would say...
There are people we don't name anymore.
How about my list? Louis Twitchell-Santani.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, is he annoying?
But he gives us good stuff.
Oh, does he?
He's a security guard.
Fucking tap me on my shoulder when he does. Square badge.
All right. Big A, always a pleasure. You feeling good? You had a good time up there in Mansfield?
Yeah, I had a great time. I want to thank everybody.
You know what you do? Talk to Don Wicklin about a job. Ask him if he knows anybody at XM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Big A, the tumor is the size of a what?
A racquetball.
Oh, it was a racquetball.
A racquetball.
I said handball.
The racket or the?
6 3/4 centimeters.
Well, that's why, see, the centimeter thing doesn't work with most people. That's why you have to
we don't
say
know
the
that.
tumor was the size of a blank, and you did it perfectly.
And was it round?
Yeah, I think it was kind of roundish, yeah.
All right.
Ugh.
All right, Big A, we don't feel like doing overtime today,
His
so we're going to let you
fucking
go.
chin's like a clam, making a pearl. Would you swallow some sand? Built a little pearl around it.
Big A, thank you.
Thanks for Opie and Anthony.
Thanks. Good luck over there, Ron and Fez. I think you got a job in production or something over there.
That was very fun.
Good luck.
Hey, Flea Man, what's up?
Hey guys, just when you guys were doing those ringtones, holy shit, I was crying. Free Ringtone Monday rules.
Yeah, we got some good ones that came in on the instant feedback.
Flea Man likes the ringtones, but he's still a douchebag.
Hey.
Still in bits. I'm still in bits.
Hold on, a ringtone in honor of Flea. I'm sure some of the message boards will like this. Flea is a faggot. Flea is a faggot. Flea is a faggot. Die, Flea. Die, Flea. Die, Flea.
Oh, gotta say.
Oh. Oops. Oh, I think that might have been a compliment, too.
Flea is a bespectacled cunt. Flea is a bespectacled cunt.
I think he was going to give me a compliment.
Was he?
Oh,
he doesn't know what he was. Boy.
Poor little Flea.
Hey,
like to remove his glasses with a fucking fender.
I threw that over to you, Jimmy, because some of the listeners were coming up with some great ringtones for Ringtone Monday. I can't do it in your voice, but one was make my rape fantasy come true.
Here's one for your wife or your girlfriend. This will make her laugh.
Right.
I had an abortion,
I had an abortion.
Oh, my God.
Oh. I had an abortion.
Is it official, Ringtone Monday?
It is free Ringtone Monday.
Travis?
So you get them for free.
Gonna make a little adjustment on the scorecard, yes.
And anytime a promo wants to be made for this, feel free. Feel free. We need a promo for it.
We need a
'cause
promo,
it's official.
definitely. Yep. All right, line of the day.
Line of the day.
It's, we're in overtime.
Shit. How did we do that?
You got a joke, Jimmy?
Oh. I put my iPhone on my head. It's an iPhone hat.
You are so goddamn funny.
Very silly.
Yeah.
Free Ringtone Monday.
Yes. Make it official, okay? And tell Tim to make a promo with some of the ones we did already.
That's what we want to see.
Ooh, my compliment.
What is it?
Is this a compliment for me?
Yes, because you came over to the RV at Rascal's Extreme Weekend and you signed it for us, and you were great to all the fans. You were a totally awesome social guy. You're
Thanks,
the best,
buddy.
and you really don't get enough praise, Ope. You're the best. And
For some reason, I can't hang up the phone. I don't know what's happening.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yo,
I'm watching Flea Man on Pal Talk. Look at him. He actually has a poster of your ass, and his mouth is against it as he's saying this.
No, what's funny? I was over, I was hanging out, and somebody gave me a football, and the fucking guy was like, he was way out there, and everyone's got their. You can't do anything nowadays without someone filming it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't just drop the football. I'm like, oh, fuck, the pressure's on. I lucked out. I got it to him.
Did you get it to him?
I was like, man.
That would have really
if
been
I throw
pussy.
a dud, man.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Flea.
you're the best, Ope. And
Good
Guitar
evening.
Guitar Hero at PNC for Happy Typing Girl.
I didn't hear you.
What happened?
Guitar Hero at PNC.
For PNC, what do you mean?
Girl.
What do you mean, Guitar Hero?
Wants Guitar Hero at PNC.
How is she?
So
How is Happy Typing Girl?
she's
Wait,
the
they're
best.
doing
I
Guitar
love
Hero at PNC or something?
What do you mean?
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Let's watch the decomposition of a phone call right in front of our face. Come on.
No,
Go,
Happy-
Flea.
Let's watch it fall
Happy
apart.
No,
Here
she
it goes.
wants-
No, she doesn't.
Here it goes. He has fallen into the we don't give a shit zone, and he doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
And now the call is falling apart completely, and he just sounds
No,
like a
I
complete
give a
ass.
shit about Guitar Hero, and if they're having some kind of fucking competition,
Oh,
at
it'd be
PNC,
great.
That'd be awesome.
But he can't really convey that because he's too fucked up right now. He's all nervous.
Your call is falling
All right, go
apart.
ahead,
It's like a
Flea.
Go
flaky
ahead.
scalp.
Bad Flea.
Try to pull it together.
No, Happy Typing Girl. She wants to get a Guitar Hero tournament at the PNC
No.
tailgate, and I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. I just
You suck.
We'll get the info out another day.
Right, Flea, representing blackbag.com.
There he goes. He just hung up his phone. Please pick up a pistol.
All right, why don't we do a runner-up line of the day?
Colostomy Stephen Cunt. Oh no, it's Colostomy Stephen Cunt. What does he want? He squeezes bags of shit on everybody and they run away. I'll just feed him with some wizardry.
I don't know how he does it.
It's easy. You just have to think, I have a wand. I'm going to perform some magic and wizardry. Wizardry.
It's fun to say.
It
Try
is
that
very fun.
Wizardry.
Just feels right.
Another runner-up line of the day. I think it's time.
Yeah. So what happens? You're fooling around in the car. You get to the ranch. What do you do?
We met Dennis, and we met a bunch of the girls, and the show, they gave us a tour.
Did they have to call up the wolf to clean out the car after you guys were done?
Yes. I went to Anthony. I have my pen out and everything.
Why?
Because I write down gold stars if I get in on this competition.
Oh, gold stars.
Your pen's not gold.
It's
Why don't we just get you a little thing of stickers with gold stars? I have them at home.
because no one really cares enough to do that for me, so I make my own gold stars if I make it into the runner-up line of the day, or line of the day I get a few gold stars and a smiley face.
My girlfriend gives me a gold star whenever I make her come. Really. If I make her come, I get a gold star in the fridge.
Oh, by the way, Mike in Jersey, I didn't even know this. Ope, you really did luck out because your football clip is already up on YouTube.
Oh, it is.
So it would have been like me looking completely like an ass. It's time for your line of the day.
Yes.
Here comes the Light of the day.
Steve, probably? You probably got Steve.
Do I? Yes.
Yeah.
Loves the cock fooling no one. Oh my God, it's loves the cock fooling no one. Here he comes. He wants everybody to go quirting. That's when 3 potential interns are shish kebabbed on his cock. Would you like to go quirting? It's going to help you get hired for this position. Yes.
Yeah, that was definitely the line of the day.
Wow.
Very
a
funny.
Fun-filled day.
I'll say it was.
Certainly.
What are we promoting? We're promoting Jimmy's book signing, Carl Place, Thursday night, right?
Yeah, Barnes & Noble. I wanted to do one in Long Island because I did not have the book available, Happy Endings, when we did the Jones Beach show.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like emails from Long Island. So this Thursday, July 26th at 7 o'clock, Barnes & Noble's, according to Stupid Kenny, who puts the S at the end of Noble, 91 Old Country Road in Carl Place, Barnes & Noble's. This is Jim's Norton's, and I'll be signing Happy's Endings. It's 91's Old Country's Roads, Carl's Places, New York's fucking idiots. He is stupids, dries, nerds.
Very good. Virus Tour, one word on MySpace. Detroit is the next stop.
Detroit.
Yeah, yo.
Motor City.
That's right, Motown.
Actually, outside Motor City, but that's the next stop. Go to Virus Tour, one word on MySpace for all the info. But a lot of videos up on YouTube from Saturday show. I'm telling you, this thing,
allegedly,
this thing is rocking. This show is rocking, getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
Don't you hate people that use like big words in it like at wrong times?
Yeah.
Like I'll be signing there, but if you get there, there's gonna be some traffic. But I'll have pens. Allegedly, we were gonna go there. What? Allegedly, I had a joke planned and it fell apart.
For the scorecard people, we got rid of. We built this city Monday. We got rid of Marble Madness Monday, and we added
free ringtone Monday.
That's right. Okay. Get some promos made. We're babbling.
Oh, there's your ringtone. Oh, look, it's Mother.
These ringtones are going to be all over the place.
It's fucking mania.
All over.
It's ringtone mania. I'm even making the walk like an Egyptian stance.
Wow.
That's fucking ringtone
How about we
mania.
go free ringtone Monday mania?
Mania.
Mania makes people listen.
Free ringtone Monday mania.
Make
That
the
means
mania.
it's not only free ringtone Monday. There's a mania about it. It's all. There's a hell of a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's maniacal.
It's Jimmy's bit, which is, by the way, much better than Cat Meow Wednesday.
And by the way,
Cat Noise Wednesday. Whatever.
Here's a ringtone. Meow, meow, meow. And here's one for Philly. We have to give one for Philadelphia. Preston and Steve are cocksuckers. Preston and Steve are cocksuckers.
Chocolate ring. That's a good one.
See, always improving on the show. That has been added to the machines
Love
today.
it.
That'll be another bit we do. Show people what we add to the machines. Tuesday. No. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was great seeing everybody Saturday in Mansfield. And have a good day. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Peace.
This is Big A. You're listening to Opie and Anthony and fuck Ron Fez.
Oh, no, you did!
Opie and Anthony.